It's a night that's circled on Missoula's calendar all year long. The Golden Goat makes its return to Dahlberg Arena, but this time with a new participant. So happy to have you with us on this Friday evening, joined by Jack Marshall. I'm Zach Kaplan, and we can't wait to bring you an exciting, action-packed night here from the home of the Grizz. But tonight, Jack, home of the Golden Goat. Hellgate and Big Sky battling it out, and we're starting with the girls' game tonight. The newcomers, got to welcome them to the fold here. Big Sky, they've had a really nice stretch of play lately. What's been the key, and how would they pull it off if they're going to get the win tonight?
Well, Zach, I'll tell you what, I've had this date circled on my puppies and kittens calendar on my fridge since I hung it up. But yeah, Big Sky, great stretch recently. Cadence Kasher, she's only a sophomore, but since coming back from injury, she's been stellar. And if she gets it going, that's how Big Sky's going to come in here for the first time and beat Hellgate.
And you know what? It's circled on the calendar. It's serious stuff. On the Hellgate side of things, they've been the dominant power. They have won this competition on the Spirit side so many years in a row. But on the basketball side, they've been dominant as well. And it really starts up front with them. Alex Scoville, tough fun to guard.
Yeah, Alex Kovo, unless Yao Ming walks into the gym, she's going to be the tallest person in here tonight. She's so fun to watch. Hellgate's really only had the trophy. It's their trophy. So if they get the ball to Alex Kovo, then they're going to keep the GOAT.
And, of course, we have a spirit competition that goes throughout tonight's broadcast. The boys will tip off right around 8 o'clock following the girls' game. And then at the conclusion of the boys' game, the Golden Goat is given out for 2023. Been impressed so far with the showing from Big Sky. Got some LED lights in their student section. Really impressive stuff. But we'll see who can kind of keep it going throughout the night. It's Hellgate. It's Big Sky. It's the Golden Goat. And it's coming up next here on SWX.
Whatever the weather, elevation, or terrain, the Flathead never disappoints. Get there with Corwin Motors Kalispell. We're the ones on the corner with a bunch of vehicles in our lot. Sedans, SUVs, and of course big trucks for hauling your toys all year round. Don't waste your time. Get the best price and the best service all in one place. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years. GMC, we are professional grade. Right now, well-qualified buyers get up to 2.9% APR for 60 months on the new 2023 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but that doesn't mean it has to be complicated. At the Breakfast Club, you'll get fresh, high-quality ingredients in a burrito so big you might want to skip lunch. You can watch it being made, and you're not going to be standing around waiting. The Breakfast Club is quick and good. Top it off with a fresh espresso, fresh brewed coffee, or cold beverage. So don't spend all morning pondering the error of missing breakfast. The Breakfast Club in Russell Park Square.
Okay, you know those single-use plastic water bottles? See, because of our filtration systems, billions fewer are being used every year.
That's great, sir. Can I take your order?
Oh, number 3.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install our drinking water and softening systems, we're thinking about filtering contaminants and the minerals that make water hard. So you can just think about softer, cleaner, better tasting water. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
J&K Customs. Make your adventure happen.
We are back here inside Dahlberg Arena. Ben Weinman is feeling it, and so are both of these student sections. Hellgate and Big Sky just moments away from tip-off as we get our starting lineups introduced here at Dahlberg Arena. And Jack, I mean, what an atmosphere. So much energy going right now. Let's look at tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by Paradise Falls, Missoula's coolest hotspot since 1993. Find your paradise at Paradise Falls. For the Eagles, DeCoy, McGuinn, Hale, the 3 guards, Janicaro and Couture in the front court. Couture, I beg your pardon, on the Hellgate side. Anderson, Larson, Petrino, Munn, and Coville. Just one guard. They like to go big, and that's how Hellgate's going to start this game tonight.
Yeah, Zach, I'm so excited for this, man. I've been looking forward to it for a long time, and Big Sky's first year in it, we knew they were going to bring the juice in their student section. There's a bunch of them. They're so amped up, as you see right here. But Hellgate, they're here, and they want the GOAT. Shirts are off in the space-themed student section for Hellgate, Zach.
We got a disco theme on the Big Sky side of things. We got a space theme for Hellgate, and you can see It's a little optional toss there over in the front row. But let me tell you, this is going to be a heck of a game tonight and such a big atmosphere. The best crosstown environment in the state of Montana, and we can't wait to bring you the action tonight as the Knights take the floor. They are ready, trying to improve to 12-4 on the year, get their 10th win in conference play. The Eagles hoping to go to 9-7 and even it up 6-6 in Western AA with the win tonight.
Yeah, this Hellgate team, back-to-back AA state championship appearances. They've seen big stages before, but obviously you see a little meeting there to settle it down because the Big Sky student section is shaking the building over there. They're going crazy, Zach.
You can see the disco theme, clad in blue and gold rather. Kasher and Colville to jump it up for the Eagles and the Knights, and we are underway here at Dahlberg Arena. Hellgate in all white from right to left across your screen here in the first quarter as Anderson misses the three. Colville with the putback attempt is short. McGuinn with the board. Eagles in all blue from left to right here in quarter number one. We are scoreless early on. DeCoit inside. Back out to DeCoit. To Kasher on the block, and we get the game's first foul call. It'll come against Larson.
Yeah, don't be surprised if you see that all evening. Kasher and Larson just going at it. Larson is such a physical player, Zach. She loves to play hard and picks up her first foul there, just going hard against Kasher, who is going to have the ball in her hands all night for Big Sky.
Right on cue, gets the inbound, tries to put it up over Colville, and gets it to fall, and Big Sky strikes first.
A great little inbound play ran up there by Coach Travis Williams for the Eagles to get on the board.
It's a bigger floor than both these teams accustomed to. How will they adjust? A lot more space offensively, but also defensively to cover as we got a first foul call against the Eagles, as I think they'll get DeCoit for it.
Yeah, and you're right. This is a really big floor. I was shooting around a little bit pre-game, and it's hard to really, especially beyond the three-point line, it's hard to really see the rim from that far back, so we'll see how they deal with it.
They get McGuinn for the foul. It's going to be her first. Now one each for the Eagles and the Knights. Alex Mund kicks it to the corner. Anderson. And they get a whistle double dribble, and the Eagles get it, the game's first turnover.
Yeah, that's a great start for Big Sky on defense, forcing a turnover and then the possession before having an Alex Colville miss. Can't ask for much better by Travis Williams and crew.
Hang on a second here. Got to make sure we have the clock right early on, as they are looking at it over on the table from the far side. But you mentioned it, Jack, and I want to go back to that. Hellgate's played in state championships, and they played on this floor. The big question on the Big Sky side of things you get a look at, Travis Williams and Maddie Keast. I mean, the space outfit really leaning into the theme there. Got to give her a shout-out.
Yeah, the Pit Vipers, too. They're going into it. But the thing is, two first-year head coaches, and I think Travis Williams probably likes that. First year for his whole team and fan base, but he's going against the first-year head coach, so obviously no one will get too rattled, and looks like they might have the clock figured out. I saw our producer Dave Norton messing with the scoreboard a little bit pregame, Zach. Not sure what the deal with that is, but hopefully they get it figured out.
I do not suspect him of foul play. I think he's in the clear. But they're obviously talking about something over there. You mentioned it with Hellgate. They played in back-to-back state championship games. They played in this game, of course, when you think about Colville the last 3 years that we've had it. As Colville gets the steal, trying to go the other way on DeCoit, and it's 2 easy points for the Knights.
Look out. Alex Colville, that's too easy.
Even at 2 apiece in the early going. Both teams, if they had jitters, not showing it early on. DeCoit, running point, with Anderson guarding at the three-point line, gets the high screen from Kasher, and we'll get a whistle and a foul on Anderson. She got in a foul trouble the game against Sentinnel that was broadcast on SWX last week. We'll see if that stays the theme.
And Kasher was excited. She was so excited she ran on the other end of the floor, Zach. I think there was a foul on Hellgate. She thought for some reason they were going the other way.
Yeah, they got Carmen Anderson for her first.
Yeah, ran through the screen a little too hard.
You mentioned the nerves, maybe Kasher wanted to get back on defense and make plays so quickly, but now she'll try to give the lead back to Big Sky. She is the spark plug of this team. Missed some games in the early part of the season. As DeCoit puts up a mid-range jumper. Mund with the board, but a foul, they're going to say.
I think she was out of bounds on the baseline.
Or was her foot on the line? Good catch.
Yeah, hard to say. Yeah, they're going to take it under the baseline here, but always a hard shot going over Colville in this nasty 2-3 zone Hellgate runs.
I mean, when teams figure it out, they can let me know. It's been hard all year. It's an unenviable task trying to shoot it over the 6'6" center for the Knights. As Kasher driving in underneath. Shot doesn't fall, but the foul call. And very quickly, 3 team fouls on Hellgate here in the opening minute 45 of this game.
Well, if Big Sky's going to keep this one fun, they got to pick up fouls, and they've done that immediately on Chloe Larson and Alex Colville, 2 catalysts for Hellgate. And you're right, that 2-3 zone, if anyone beats it. I mean, the other night we saw Sentinel keep it close and hit them threes against it, but they still didn't even win that game.
That's a free throw misses. That's the second foul on Larson. So we'll see how Maddie Keast is about her lineup. Look, she does check out Larson at the dead ball. And you get a look at Gianna Giannicaro at the line for the Eagles.
She was 14 for 32 at the line prior to that trip, where she misses both.
And the free throws have been a bit of a struggle, just shooting just under 55% for the year. That's 11 in Class AA are the Big Sky Eagles coming in tonight. Now on the other end, Colville inside for 2.
That's the bread and butter for the Hellgate Knights. We talked about it. Get the ball down low to Alex Colville. And I don't know who you would guard her with, but easy bucket there for the Hellgate Knights.
DeCoit trying to answer on the other end. Puts it up off the shot clock, and they'll say it goes back over to the Knights.
They're trying to go high off the backboard, a little too high there, and shot clock is off limits. Cannot use it as a backboard.
So Anderson will bring it up. Shot clock, first year we've had it in Montana high school basketball, as this one's tipped away by Hale, but it will stay with the Knights. I think a welcome innovation, and you're someone who's played high school basketball in the state as well. You can only imagine how much different games would have been back, if you'd had one, but nice to see, you think?
Yeah, some teams could really play into it before there was a shot clock and slow it down, and now I think a little more parity, and you have to have good offense now.
Anderson, Colville for 2.
Great find by Carmen Anderson. Obviously a really good point guard for this team, but if Alex Colville's that wide open, you got to find her.
Alex Colville 6, Big Sky 2 our score in the early going. DeCoit trying to answer, kicks it. Kasher mid-range, yes.
Well, there's Kasher. It's a little square up between Kasher and Colville so far, the only 2 scorers, and that's kind of what you want if you're either coach. Your best players are putting the ball in the hoop.
Kasher, a talented sophomore for this Big Sky bunch.
Yeah, when they talk about this Big Sky team, they say they're going to be really good in 2 years. A lot of their good players are sophomores, and they're pretty good now, Zach.
They're still punching above their weight, especially in the early going here, keeping it close on defense as the Eagles come up with the steal, and DeCoit will bring it across.
DeCoit, a really good soccer player over at Big Sky High School.
A 2-sport athlete for the Eagles. Has a lot of room inside, and she drives right to the basket for 2.
Hey, just like she was attacking the goal there, went straight to the hoop. And we got a tie ball game.
It's the first player on either team besides Colville and Kasher to put in a basket in the early going. Even at 6, with 20 to shoot now, the Knights trying to respond. Colville thrown away, and Kasher comes up with it.
Yeah, it's hard to overshoot Colville, but it happens quite a bit. That one over the top of her head, and good job by Kasher to read that like a safety and get the interception.
DeCoit kicks it back. Fire for 3. No, rebound by Colville.
That's a tough step back, especially in this big court. And now we got a timeout. Hellgate Knights.
Now we got a whistle, and Maddie Keast will talk it over with her team. We're even at 6 with 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. We're going to keep it right here, Jack, and talk about these 2 teams. I mean, look at the Hellgate bench. Look what we got going on here. Because we got stars, we got space theme. I mean, I think we could just spend every time out kind of going around the crowd, looking at all the different outfits people got on. I mean, it is just something. And, for you, just to see the enthusiasm these 2 student sections have, it's awesome.
Yeah, this is so fun, and I especially love how the coaching staff get into it. Super sick as we pull up our Golden Goat scoring rubric. Obviously, if you win the game, you don't get the trophy. We got the judges on either side of us here, Zach, and this is what it looks like.
So they judge it on a 100-point scale, 20 for sportsmanship, 20 for theme and decor and posters. School cheer gets 20, and then shirts. But we got cheer and dance performances. I don't know if they're incorporating you into either of them.
Yeah, we'll see. It might be a little bit of a surprise whether I come out at halftime, but the performances at halftime are always pretty fun, Zach.
Okay, so we'll have to stay on our toes for that. but that's how they judge it. We have 6 judges. They're all sitting to our right here from across the Missoula community as Larson checks back into the game with 2 fouls. So Key stopped in to keep her on.
I mean, she's such a good player. I call her cardiac Chloe Larson after she hit those 2 big free throws to beat Sentinel the other night. But she's the team leader, so we got to steal.
Kasher trying to go the other way. 1-on-2. Inside. Gets it to fall. And the foul. Big play by Kasher. And a big start to this game for Big Sky.
They're waving the fingers over there in the Eagles student section. Wow, what a steal by Kasher on the break. Initiates the contact. And a 1.
Yeah, you got our peak performance replay. Kasher has really taken over. It was her first game back the last time these 2 played. Kasher was still finding herself a bit as she drains the free throw. 7 early points. 7 of Big Sky's 9 belonging to the sophomore. As they take a 3-point lead, driving inside Anderson for 2.
And they're playing fast on this court. A lot more open space. It feels like you can run around and through things and push the break, and that's what Carmen Anderson did. She's looking great tonight, Zach.
Yeah, both teams really pushing the pace so far here in this opening quarter. As DeCoit comes in, and they're going to get Larson. That's going to be her 3rd. Yeah. Already in this game. Not even 5 minutes, Jack, and that's going to put Hellgate in a really tough spot the rest of the way.
Yeah, Kasher is such a smart player, and you saw she got on the tracks there and took it, and just she's so intense right now, locked in. And Larson's got to go to the bench with 3 fouls here, Zach, in the first quarter, and you can tell she wants to play. She's just a spark for this team, and she wants to be on the floor right now.
9-8 our score. Big Sky with the early lead. Can they take advantage of Larson on the bench? Hale's going to try for 3. Rebounded by Kasher underneath. Can't get it to fall. Hit everything but the bottom of the net. Coville with the board.
Well, yeah, Kasher still going hard. That's a great look, and I think Big Sky will take it again if they get the opportunity too.
So Anderson, it was called for the foul on the end 1. So Anderson with 2 fouls, Larson with 3, thanks to monitor. For the Knights, already in early foul trouble. Munn inside and 1. The Knights respond with a 3-point play of their own, and they get back to within a point.
Wow, what a cut by Alex Munn. Big Sky's hanging out in this zone defense. She was able to see they weren't looking at her, turn their back, backdoor foul. Now Kasher with her first foul of the night.
So Munn can't get the free throw to fall. 48% shooter, and they call a tie-up. It's going to be Big Sky ball.
Yeah, if Alex Kova brings the ball down low like she just did there, you have to grab it, and they did a good job of that.
10-9 our score, as the Eagles showing they are not intimidated by the stage so far. It's Hellgate who's going to have some foul trouble to work through. DeCoit. That's Kasher with another big defensive play. Man, she has been so big on that end early.
Yeah, she's great, and it's hilarious to see a star yelling out plays from the Hellgate bench at the top of your screen there.
They're really leaning into it as Janicaro can't get it to fall. It's blocked from behind. Kasher with the board, puts it in for King 2, and that's an early 9 points for Kasher. She is unstoppable in this first quarter.
She's got moxie, man, and she did an official visit in this gym for this at UM, so obviously maybe she likes playing here a little bit, Zach.
And even in her early stage of high school basketball, just showing off the talent as she grabs yet another board off the miss.
Yeah, man, she's so fun to watch. I can't wait for the next couple of years at Big Sky High School and right now. And now a timeout.
Right as McGuinn got over half court, Travis Williams taking a timeout. Let's talk about this game so far, as Hellgate in a bit of a precarious early position, but tell you, both the student sections have been fun, and you can see both huddles, passionate, intense. You know, you can lose the games and still win the spirit competition, but it's not as fun, Jack, if you can't just do them both.
Yeah, I don't think it would be very fun to run out and get the trophy if you just lost the game, but either way, they're having a lot of fun tonight. And
yeah, and Jack, this isn't just a thing this week. It's not just, doesn't just happen right now. As you can see, Ben Lyman out at center court. But student section's getting fired up as they battle for Gertie. It's been Hellgate who's taken it home all 3 years that they've played this. Had to miss one for COVID, but they were able to win it back last year again. And Big Sky, really impressive early effort. I mean, we got all sorts of things going on over there, but it's Hellgate who can brag about having it for now.
They're getting wild over in the Big Sky student section, Zach.
Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Big Sky up by 4. Inside, Kasher trying to drive in on Coville, create some space. Looking for cutters. Puts it back out up top.
Coville guarding Kasher. That's an interesting matchup.
On the other end, and that one's thrown away. It'll go back to the Knights. With 38.2 to go, so the shot clock stays on. We put a new 35 on the board, see if the Knights can get a bucket back. 4-point game as you see Larson on the bench. If you're just joining us, Chloe Larson, 3 fouls for the Eagles. For the Knights, I beg your pardon, early on. Pasuccio throws it away. Janicaro with it, trying to get it to somebody, and finally gets it to McGuinn.
Shot clock gone.
So we'll see if the Eagles hold for the last shot. It's Travis Williams barking signals from the Big Sky bench. It's McGuinn just on the Grizzly Bear logo with 10.
Watch Kasher here.
Driving in. Kicks it over. Janicaro, yes, for 2. And Kasher was fired up about that one. See if the Knights can respond at the end of the quarter from half court. Just misses, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Big Sky ahead 16-10. It's been an exciting one, and we'll be right back with the second quarter right here on SWX Golden Goat here at Dahlberg Arena in Missoula.
Discover the difference a family-owned Montana bank can make for you and your business. Stockman Bank is focused only on Montana, no place else. So you come first with us. Visit your neighborhood Stockman Bank to say hello and let us earn your trust and your business. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Winter in Montana provides a variety of great outdoor activities, but the combination of higher altitude and UV rays reflected by the snow puts you at an increased risk of sun damage and skin cancer. In addition to wearing proper clothing and headgear, the Foundation for Community Health wants you to be sun smart and always remember to slop on sunscreen and wrap eyes with UV-rated goggles or sunglasses. To learn more about sun safety and the signs of skin cancer, visit fchwmt.org.
Hey fans, a reminder, tonight's SWX presentation of high school basketball featuring Sentinnel, featuring Hellgate and Big Sky is made possible in part by the Montana High School Association. Wherever you play, the MHSA is on your team. Hellgate and Big Sky battling it out at Dahlberg Arena, joined by Jack Marshall. I'm Zach Kaplan. What a game we have early on. I mean, Jack, we just missed a half-court shot by inches, and that's how the quarter ended, let alone the first 7 minutes, 59 seconds.
Yeah, that might have taken the roof off in here if they made that. But, yeah, great event put on here by the MHSA, playing in this big arena during the regular season. So fun to be able to see. And a trophy. You don't see that really at all in Montana high school basketball.
No, usually just for state tournaments. As the 3 from Anderson misses, Larson, who checks back in with 3 fouls, puts it up. And she's got to be careful, but I think she got the call on McGuinn. Dodged the bullet for the moment. And she'll have to be careful the rest of this game.
Yeah, she's the juice they need. They need her in the game, and way to get the rebound there. Immediately go to the line where she was pretty comfortable the other night against Sentinel when she sunk 2 game-winning free throws.
What'd you call her? Cardiac Chloe?
Yeah, Cardiac Chloe Larson, man. If she has the ball at the end of the game, you might be in a little bit of danger.
Like you mentioned, Larson Was able to hit on that last-second foul, a game we brought you on SWX, as Larson hits them both.
Deja vu.
4-point game.
Deja vu, yeah. I mean,
well, not quite the same situation, but.
Yeah, I mean, big moment, though. It's getting loud, and she made both free throws.
Kasher, the matchup of the night. Kasher and Coville. As she gets it back out. Inside, Janicaro. Back to Kasher. Over Coville, no. Loose on the baseline. I'll get a foul, I believe, on Latrielle for Big Sky.
So now Big Sky picking up a few more fouls on their own end after we saw Hellgate get a few. They're going hard at offensive rebounds, or defensive rebounds. Every time Hellgate pulls one down, they're cloaking them, and got a foul there on the double team.
5 team fouls now on the Eagles. Nobody with more than one.
Eagles were in a zone. Now they're in a full court press.
They're certainly turning up the heat here in this second quarter, carrying a 4-point lead. Coville. Anderson on the far wing, the far corner rather. Now kicks it back up top. Shannon Kane. Ellie Reed, the freshman. Back to Kane. Anderson with under 10 to shoot. They'll have to hurry. Coville inside for 2.
Anderson stared at her a little bit and was like, is she really that open? And just threw it over the top. No backside help defense. And now Hellgate only down 2.
16-14 our score, and they get Latrielle for the travel.
Yeah, Maddie Keese was barking out instructions for defense, and so whatever she said seemed to work there.
As they get a look at Keese rocking the spacesuit. We'll have to show off the shoes at some point for Keese because they are tremendous. And Travis Williams going in with the theme as well as his coaching staff's got the T-shirts on. They've been selling them at games all season long. Big Sky has, and certainly the enthusiasm not lost. Their first year as a part of this Golden Goat game as Anderson brings it across half court. They got the glitter on the shirts. I mean, that stuff doesn't come off. They are committed. Larson inside, no. Last tipped, I believe, by DeCoit. It will stay with Hellgate.
Yeah, I think he's even got a disco ball around his neck there. They're sticking to the bit over at Big Sky.
And there you see Keese with her costume as well. Coville can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line for 2 once again. And the thing with Coville, Jack, you can't just play Hack and Alex because she's a 79% free throw shooter.
Yeah.
And despite the height, you only have so many fouls to throw at her anyway. But she knocks them down.
Yeah, I would agree, and I feel like I watched her a little bit when she played in her earlier years, and that might have been one of the criticisms you could have of her game. And a lot of tall players like that, not always the best free throw shooters, but this year she's pretty high up in the state ranks, let alone on the team. Yeah, you cannot hack an Alex Coville.
She misses the first and misses them both. I beg your pardon. So DeCoit will bring it across, trying to kick it to the corner. Audrey Hale was jumping for the ball. But DeCoit will slow it down with just over 6 minutes, and the Eagles with a 2-point lead here in the second quarter. Hale throws it up, gets it to fall, and the foul. Just an excuse me shot, and it goes in.
Well, there's so many spacesuits over by the Hellgate student section, the gravity might be a little weird. As you see, up high, weird bounce off the rim and the backboard and goes in. The Big Sky student section loving it behind her there.
She misses the free throw. Kasher gets the board. Kasher kicks it back out. DeCoit will try a 3. Coville with the board as she was fighting for it with Kasher and gets it back. Now on the other end, Anderson underneath, tried to get it to Kane, and she'll just back it out and give it to Coville.
Well, that was good by Big Sky. They sped Hellgate up a lot, but no turnover, and now they can settle down into their offense.
Larson inside. Look at the block on Big Sky, and Larson will go to the line for 2. She's slow to get up. And, I mean, she has just been involved in every physical play here early on.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried for Chloe Larson in her later years. She hits the floor so much, plays such a physical brand of basketball, but fights just such a tough player.
But for now, not worried about it. Just trying to get a sweep of her crosstown rivals as Larson hits another free throw.
Big Sky had the juice there in their student section. Now Hellgate starting to get a little loud with their points in return.
Larson, a 68% free throw shooter coming into tonight's game. As she hits another one. She starts 4 for 4 from the line.
Cardiac Chloe. So she's not missing tonight.
2-point game. DeCoit met by Larson at half court. That's Kasher with the high screen. DeCoit to the corner. McGuinn a three. Kasher lets McGuinn get their own board. DeCoit stops. Tries to get it to Kasher. Does. Puts up an off-balance shot. Rebounded by Colville. Poked out by Kasher. Janicaro with it. And now Kasher gets it back, and the Eagles will settle.
Yeah, I said they go after rebounds here, and they try to steal away from the deep board, and that's exactly what Kasher did there.
DeCoit trying to drive in on Reed. Kicks to the corner. Back up top, Kasher with Larson defending. 15 to shoot for the Eagles as the shot clock reset on the change of possession. DeCoit calling out a play with 10. He's got to hurry, driving in on Colville, gets it underneath. Janicaro, no, rebounded by Larson.
That was a good look by Big Sky. Obviously, trying to thread it around Alex Colville. Got a great backside, but couldn't get it to go.
Larson drives into the lane, puts it up, in for two.
A little Euro step by Cardiac Chloe, and Big Sky needs a timeout.
We're tied at 18, just under halfway through this second quarter. It's been an electric atmosphere so far, and Jack Hellgate's really starting to feel themselves.
Yeah, they are, and look at that great move. That's a left-handed layup by Chloe Larson. Always so hard to do that. And man, we see Lee Campbell liking it from her team.
They're having a fun time over there as this game's been dead even so far. Reminder, after this game, we got the boys coming up right around 8 o'clock, and we'll have an interview with our player of the game tonight. It's brought to you by Stockman Bank. Stockman Bank, Montana banking, pure and simple. Sponsors of our player of the game. Jack Marshall, you have to put on your running shoes. Try to go grab them after this one concludes.
Yeah, hopefully I don't get caught up in a court storm or anything tonight, but it'll be fun. I love it. These players are playing great. It's big atmosphere, big environment, you know. So I'm excited to pick their brain after the win, and they deserve it, you know.
Just for that boys game. I think girls game you'll be okay. Unless, if we get a half-court buzzer beater like that, we almost had it at the end of the first quarter. All bets are off, Marshall.
Yeah, I'm not jinxing anything. I'm just staying prepared.
So back on the court now. Let's see how Big Sky comes out of the timeout. DeCoit trying to call for the screen. Gets it back up top. Sadie McGuinn. DeCoit on the wing. Anderson playing nice defense on the perimeter. And stolen inside. Kane with the steal, gets it to Larson, and Hellgate can take the lead with the bucket here.
Can't get complacent against the zone defense, and that's what Big Sky did. Good steal by Hellgate.
Colville, turnaround, no. Kasher with the board.
Wow, another great job by Big Sky. Every time Colville misses the ball, misses a shot, you pat yourself on the back if you're the Eagles.
Eagles with 17 fouls now. Knights with 6. As DeCoit kicks it to the corner. Hale open for 3 and can't get it to fall. Contact on the baseline. Kasher with the board and the 2.
Wow. Kasher just went right at 6'6" Alex Colville. I don't think I've seen anyone do it quite like that and not get blocked, let alone make the shot.
20-18, the Eagles get the lead back. Kasher with 11 of Big Sky's 20 points already. Anderson misses Colville. Kasher fighting for the loose ball, gets to it first.
Cadence Kasher is playing unreal right now. Defensively and offensively, she's everywhere. She's just trying to will him to a win, Zach.
Hale, right in front of the Hellgate bench. Back to DeCoit. Hale at the top of the key. Under 3 minutes to go. Eagles up by 2. Kasher from the free throw line is good.
That's too easy. And now Hellgate needs a timeout.
So Maddie Keast will talk about it. Kasher has just been tremendous in this game, Jack. We got to talk about her because she is up to 13 points here in the first half.
Cadence Kasher is putting everyone on note. If you didn't already know about more Cadence Kasher, you're going to, man. She's playing great. I can imagine Big Sky's loving it. Maddie Keast, we get a good look at her with her Captain Gertie astronaut suit on. Gertie the GOAT. Yeah, she wants the GOAT, but Cadence Kasher left her wide open in the middle of the zone.
Got to know where she is on the court at all times, and you can see Travis Williams and his staff just so excited. Michaela Anderson, Nancy Phillips, Maddie Shade as assistants. I mean, we got It's like Trinidad James over here, all gold everything.
I didn't know the Bee Gees were in the house early tonight. Wow.
We got the W's for the Hellgate students as well. They're being shown on the in-arena Jumbotron, so certainly some excitement there. And a lot of night fever. They got the space theme. They're feeling it. And why shouldn't they, Jack? They're the only ones who've known Gertie.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when there's a trophy that only one person has, but obviously Hellgate has won the games to keep the trophy. Big Sky, I'm sure, is excited for a chance at it, but right now, Hellgate, they're the ones who have had the trophy. They don't know anything else.
So off the timeout, Hellgate ball as Carmen Anderson will bring it across half. Hale guarding Larson, picked her up even before half court. Now playing off her, the hard screen from Kane. Now the switch, McGuinn on Larson. Larson inside for two.
Larson just took it all the way down low, able to retain the ball in a nice little shot.
Larson with 8 points now. We mentioned the 3 fouls. Hasn't quite impacted her game the way you'd think, as far as still being physical, fighting for balls, and, you know, dribbling inside, finding holes in this defense as Larson dives for the loose ball, literally right on cue. The jump will stay with Big Sky. They have the possession arrow with 1:56 to go in the first half.
Great to see both players hustle after that loose ball, jump on the floor. I'm sure both coaches definitely love that. And works out well for Big Sky as they get to keep the ball.
Now, what's not to love? For sure, inside on Colville. Think that it's a fall, and the board for the Knights. Now Larson being guarded by Hale all the way down court. Tried to get it to Kane. Kane nearly sent Hale into next week. As Mund, check that read with the screen. Larson underneath, lost the dribble, gets it back, and Colville puts it in for two.
Larson was like, I could go up with it here. I could just dump it off to my 6'6 teammate. Now we got a tie ball game.
22 apiece, under 90 seconds to go here in the first half between Hellgate and Big Sky. Jack Marshall and Zach Kaplan from Dahlberg Arena in Missoula on Golden Goat Night here in the Garden City. Hale with 15 to shoot for the Eagles. Hale driving in on Colville, and they're going to get a whistle and a foul on Ellie Reed for Hellgate, and that's going to send Big Sky to the line.
Wow, sure, we said earlier, so smart, and when she's about to set a screen and she sees someone doesn't see her, she is able to take the contact and hit the floor, and you got to call that every time as a referee. Good job by Kashur. Step on the tracks again.
They're actually going to get Larson for the foul, and that's going to be her fourth.
Yeah, that was hard. That's a hard one for Hellgate, because obviously I don't think the ref who called it had a great angle at who was there. Kashur hit the ground, though. You have to call that. And so she'll go to line.
And that is a game changer, as you've seen the impact Larson's made in this second quarter. Played it mostly foul-free, as Kashur misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Colville gets the board.
Well, you want those if you're Big Sky, but yeah, Chloe Larson is kind of the glue player for this team. She's just everywhere on the court. 4 fouls. She can't afford any fouls now for the rest of the game.
Under a minute to go here in the first half. We'll see how Maddie Keast employs the subs, because that's a huge detriment to the game plan. Anderson, a 3. No, Ellie Reed underneath with the board. Check that, as they will get a foul on Big Sky before play can continue. It was actually Mund with the board. They'll get Hale for the foul. It's going to be her second. Both teams in the bonus here, shooting 1-and-1s for the last 41.8 as Mund goes to the line and misses the front end. Free throws have been tough to come by for both teams so far here in this first half.
She got her own rebound, but
I think Hale might have to run to the bench. Might have caught an elbow there.
Yeah, we got a good look at that right in front of us. I think Audrey Hale's got a bloody nose. I hope she's all right. Ran immediately. Sometimes you know when, when it's going to come out of your nose. She ran right to the bench, and they're going to bring in a sub. But Mund back to the line after getting her own rebound. 47% free throw shooter on the year.
And she misses the front end. Colville gets it back to Mund. Back to Kane. 35 to go in the half. Shot clock still on. Colville inside for 2. That's 12 first half points for Alex Colville.
Yeah, you can't allow 2 rebounds off of free throws, and that's exactly what Big Sky did. And Hellgate took advantage of that one. Now shot clock's off.
20 seconds. Jankaro to McGuinn, the mid-range, no, rebounded by Kane, and Hellgate's got time. With 10 seconds, shot clock off, obviously, to the corner. Anderson driving in, puts it up. They're going to get a charge going the other way. Kasher draws it for the Eagles.
We're going the other way, Zach, and Kasher once again just anticipates the contact. Hard fall. Good job by Cadence Kasher. And now, 4 seconds left. Big Sky can send this place into a frenzy.
That's the third foul on Anderson with 3 seconds. Because Coit at the buzzer. Man, he can't get it to fall.
I was
no
right.
good. Just misses it. And what a first half we had here. 24-22, Hellgate on top. We got first half highlights when we return. A wild one right here on SWX Golden Goat Night in Missoula.
Why do we challenge ourselves? Why do we push the limits? We climb the mountain to enjoy the view. Now you can go even further. Introducing the new Vorshear trailers exclusively at J&K Customs. The ultimate in off-road camping, Vorshear trailers boast 21 inches of ground clearance, composite shell, full kitchen, off-road ready. Now on site at J&K Customs' new bigger showroom on West Broadway across from Murdoch's. J&K Customs. Make your adventure happen.
Whatever the weather, elevation, or terrain, the Flathead never disappoints. Get there with Corwin Motors Kalispell. We're the ones on the corner with a bunch of vehicles in our lot. Sedans, SUVs, and of course big trucks for hauling your toys all year round. Don't waste your time. Get the best price and the best service all in one place. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer. Select Chevrolet leasees can lease a new 2023 Silverado 1500 LT for only $399 a month with $29.95 due at signing.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but that doesn't mean it has to be complicated. At the Breakfast Club, you'll get fresh, high-quality ingredients in a burrito so big you might want to skip lunch. You can watch it being made, and you're not going to be standing around waiting. The Breakfast Club is quick and good. Top it off with a fresh espresso, fresh brewed coffee, or cold beverage. So don't spend all morning pondering the error of missing breakfast. The Breakfast Club in Russell Park Square.
Okay, you know those single-use plastic water bottles? See, because of our filtration systems, billions fewer are being used every year.
That's great, sir. Can I take your order?
Oh, number 3.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install our drinking water and softening systems, we're thinking about filtering contaminants and the minerals that make water hard. So you can just think about softer, cleaner, better tasting water. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
Welcome back inside Dahlberg Arena here in Missoula. Golden Goat Night in the Garden City. And, man, we are having a great time. Jack Marshall, Zach Kaplan. We're just driving here, Jack. We got the halftime performance from Big Sky coming up. They got some sort of contraption on the floor. So you got the lights going dark. What do you think so far?
It's the time machine, Zach. I don't know what Big Sky's going to pull out of here. We'll see. At the disco lights, I think the Big Sky Eagle just went by me in rollerblades, Zach. Yeah, it's getting a little crazy here at halftime. Got a big video playing on the video board. There he is. The Eagle's got skates on.
Could you say the Eagle has landed, Jack? What do you think?
It's a little disco inferno here.
I mean, he's on roller skates. He's got the head on. They're getting the dance team out on the floor. We saw them performing before the game, and they got the disco theme. So a lot of different ways they can go with it. They certainly got the outfits to boot. You can see right behind the Eagle, and they're really having a great time, Jack.
Yeah, they're playing the final countdown, and now a little bit of Uptown Funk for the Big Sky Eagles. Still excited to see what might come out of this time machine. Or maybe they went back in time to the disco, Zach.
Uptown Funk, a little bit of a more recent disco song. I don't even know would it be disrespectful to call it disco? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to hear the Bee Gees. I'm ready for some Staying Alive here in Dahlberg Arena, Zach.
Yeah, and you can see the teachers are leaning into it. We got all sorts of people. We got a guy on roller skates. I feel like I'm at a sock hop or something, Jack. I might be a little bit before disco, but still, I mean, we got Eagles on roller skates. Where else are you getting this in the States tonight?
Yeah,
that's my question
great.
for you.
I think the cast of Saturday Night Fever just rolled by me on some skates, Zach. This is great.
These teachers are on the floor. They got headbands, and all sorts of.
They're just living up the glory days here. The teachers from Big Sky High School.
Is this like an average Friday night in Park County? What do you think?
No, not quite. Not a little too groovy.
All right, well, we're going to enjoy our little dance number here with the Eagles. We're going to have first half highlights, an eventful one when we come back. Hellgate and Big Sky here at Dahlberg Arena on Golden Goat Night. You're watching live on SWX.
Hi, I'm Kagan, and at Cars For You, we go the extra mile to put you in a reliable pre-owned vehicle at a fair price. We have a great selection, over 75 to choose from, most under $20,000. All our vehicles are Carfax verified, and we continually update our website so you have current information about our ever-changing inventory. Cars For You is your local, family-owned dealership, and our Montana-grown, friendly sales team is ready to help you find your next quality ride. Stop by Cars For You today on West Broadway in Missoula under the big red sign.
Paradise Falls, Missoula's coolest hotspot since 1993. Paradise Falls, good food, good times, and good games for friends and family. Paradise Falls has 18 beers on tap, 22 TVs, and 20 gaming machines. We have you covered when you work up an appetite watching your favorite sporting event at Paradise Falls. Finger foods you'll need both hands for. Paradise Falls, easy to find on Missoula South Side, 3621 Brooks, near the corner of Brooks and Reserve. Find your paradise. Paradise Falls.
You work hard for your money and need access to it 24/7, 365, wherever you are. Stockman Bank's online and mobile banking lets you live every single moment of your day with confidence to stay in touch with your money. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Dreams are made from within. Hard work, teamwork, and perseverance can make your dreams come alive. Make your adventure happen with J&K Customs.
We are back here at Dahlberg Arena. Golden Goat Night between Hellgate and Big Sky. And hey, Jack, food for the SWX crew. It was provided locally by Taco Sano. Taco Sano on the hip strip and on campus. Order online at tacosano.net. Eat fresh, eat local, eat Sano at Taco Sano in Missoula. Just finishing up a disco number here, a dance number. We got teachers, students involved for Big Sky. But Jack, let's take a look back at our first half highlights. It was an entertaining one. It was exciting. Let's start with the Eagles. What did you like from them?
They came out hot, and Caden's sure right at 6'6", Alex Koval. You see there, shots over the top of her. Just such a brave player going at it in the paint, and the Eagles got after it early. She was there on defense with this pick and roll and one. But yeah, the Big Sky Eagles just really came out ferocious, which is you have to do against these Hellgate Knights.
Kasher with the game high 13 points. She leads all scorers, and she was really the straw that stirred the drink. Maybe an understatement for the Eagles. On the other side with Hellgate Jack, Alex Colville, 12 first half points. Her usual dominant self. What did you see from her on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, you see there, a little fast break action. Don't see that a lot from Alex Colville, but she just played her game. She caught the ball down low, put it right back up, and got it to go. Great passing there for the Knights to get that look and sealing some players off so Carmen Anderson can drive down low. She's their catalyst, and tonight it's been working so far.
It was an exciting first half. We'll see what both teams come out as we're going to just hang out right here and check out the Big Sky cheer team as they, we were watching them perform and, kind of go through the motions before we got here, right when we got in here, Jack. And they've had a nice little halftime show. Really curious to see what Hellgate comes out with. I mean, we got some flips. They got the disco theme, of course, leaning into that. And this has been, they've been really at a sensational performance here at half.
Yeah, it's fun. Man, when they were dancing earlier with the roller skates and stuff, I even saw the Hellgate student section starting to get into it a little bit, Zach, which means it's fun when that happens. Obviously, these cheer teams are flipping around, like student sections, loving it. Maybe not as many glitter and sparkles as we saw earlier, but they're still getting into it.
Yeah, a couple of subtle head bops, couple of subtle head nods from the Hellgate students, maybe.
Yeah, credit where credit's due. You got to respect each other's game. I'd like to see Big Sky get into it. I don't know what's in store for Hellgate. I'm pretty excited for theirs, too, but seeing all these disco dancers come out of the time machine with the paper-mache goat on top was pretty fun.
We got the high flying. I mean, we got stunts. We got things that Jack and I certainly cannot do. And, man, this has been exciting. The students, the enthusiasm from this entire crowd. It's been so exciting. And the second half, oh, yeah, forgot about that, too. It's coming up, and we can't wait to bring it to you. It's 24-22 Hellgate in front. We got the teachers getting back involved. We're going to get some Earth, Wind, and Fire going, but we're going to take you to break. We'll come back with plenty more here on SWX.
Whatever the weather, elevation, or terrain, the Flathead never disappoints. Get there with Corwin Motors Kalispell. We're the ones on the corner with a bunch of vehicles in our lot. Sedans, SUVs, and of course big trucks for hauling your toys all year round. Don't waste your time. Get the best price and the best service all in one place. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years. GMC, we are professional grade. Right now, well-qualified buyers get up to 2.9% APR for 60 months on the new 2023 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation.
Health Break is brought to you by Providence.
Domestic violence can take many forms, but one of the most common is strangulation. Providence forensic nurse examiner Kat Otway says although incidences of strangulation may last for only a short time, they are still incredibly serious.
If someone is strangled, they need to seek medical care immediately. There's no such thing as a minor strangulation. A survivor of strangulation needs to be evaluated at their local emergency department because your life depends on it. What we know now is most of the injuries are going to be internal, inside the neck.
If you've ever been strangled in the past, you should tell your primary care provider.
Unfortunately, there's very long-term effects from someone who's been strangled. There can be memory loss, cognitive behavioral changes, PTSD, depression, suicidal thoughts, also brain damage and potential for stroke. First Step Resource Center at St. Patrick Hospital provides follow-up evaluations for survivors of strangulation at the request of law enforcement. So we work very closely with law enforcement to make sure that these victims get the care that they need. We feel that we're a benefit to the community, and these survivors do need a place to seek the medical care and get connected with advocacy and mental health services.
To find out more, visit montana.providence.org.
Health Break is brought to you by Providence. By Service Center.
We are back inside Dahlberg Arena. Golden Goat on the line between Hellgate and Big Sky. And hey, tonight's SWX presentation of high school basketball featuring the Eagles and the Knights is brought to you in part by the Missoula County Public Schools. Forward-thinking, high-achieving, the Missoula County Public Schools. I'm joined by Jack Marshall, Zach Kaplan here courtside at Dahlberg Arena. Normally the home of the Grizz, but tonight home of the Goats. As Hellgate tries to bring it back to their humble abode for the fourth straight time. Big Sky, first time in this event, trying to bring it home and emerge on the scene. They've always, kind of said they feel like the forgotten high school, the one that gets left out of things. Not this year, Jack. They are part of this event, and they are bringing it. Only trailing by 2 here, and at the end of an exciting first half.
Yeah, the Big Sky Eagles got to be excited to be in here tonight. So fun to be a part of this matchup. It's just, you can't overstate how fun this atmosphere has been, and Big Sky has really leaned into it. That whole disco halftime show, just a paper-mache goat just flew by us like
casually.
Yeah, casually they just wheeled it across the court. But yeah, it's so fun to have Big Sky a part of it. Obviously, Hellgate trying to retain the Gertie the Golden Goat, but with what we've seen tonight, man, just so fun for both schools to be a part of this.
There's a lot going on off the court here tonight, but the big story on the court, Cadence Kasher's first half, as you just saw her stretching and getting ready, 13 points to lead all scorers. But on the other side, Alex Colville with 12 to lead the Knights. But the big story for Hellgate, Jack, 4 fouls on Chloe Larson just coming into the third quarter, and 3 on Carmen Anderson. The question is, really, how does Maddie Keast handle it? How does she go about subbing in and out and trying to make sure that she can keep Larson for crunch time in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with Chloe Larson. She's getting some water, talking to Coach Maddie Keast first. gotta even wonder if she's gonna start the second half, Zach. With 4 fouls, that's a lot of basketball left to play. And obviously, I've heard sometimes coaches limit their own team when they take off players who have a lot of fouls. But 4, if there's 3 fouls, you'd consider it. But 4 fouls is a dangerous number to play with. And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Chloe Larson until the 4th quarter.
So we'll find out as you see both teams just trying to get ready, get back on the floor. I hope they at least got a glimpse of that halftime entertainment, because that was fantastic by Big Sky.
Yeah, I don't know. Hard to say. It might be a little like the Super Bowl. You just hear it from inside and you get ready to go for the second half. But either way, super fun for both schools to be able to do it. Very excited for what Hellgate has cooked up. I saw the time machine pregame, so I knew maybe what was coming for Big Sky, but I don't know what kind of stuff Hellgate has.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. The second half when we return here on SWX.
I have good news. You found my real mom?
I am so mad at you! You're mad at me?
My birthday's on Saturday. You and the girls have been whispering.
We've been whispering about your haircut. We were going to loop you in once it grew out.
I hate you, evil stepmother.
You wish I was your stepmother.
Mom. Weekdays at 3 on Nonstop Local Fox.
It's time for people to get back together.
We had an affair.
I don't pass judgment. I give judgment.
Opening up.
Why do these girls like me so much?
Really?
And letting it all out.
She is a known side piece. They love this wheelchair, boo.
Judge Mathis.
He said he'll spit on me.
See why we have you behind a shield?
Weekdays at 10 on Fox Montana.
We are back inside Dahlberg Arena. I have just one question, Jack. Who wants the GOAT?
Man, I don't know. Both schools are loving it right now. I think Hellgate's the loudest, but maybe it's because Ben Weinman has them queued up. But I want the GOAT personally after seeing how loud they are and how excited they are for it. As we see Hellgate getting ready, there's head coach Maddie Keese in the full spacesuit.
And we got to point out, you said Pit Vipers on her feet?
No. She's got the Paul George 13 NASA on her feet. It's coming out 2019, a special shoe. They got the NASA logo you see on the left side. Yeah, wow. She's ready to go to the moon in those things, really leaning into it. Maddie Keese always has great shoes on. Normally Jordans, but tonight you have to pull out the NASAs.
I'm not sure if it's Buzz Aldrin or Maddie Keese on the Hellgate bench. And as we get the second half underway, Larson out there to start the third quarter, so we'll keep an eye on that. As inside, Knights can't get it to fall. Munn tried to go up with it. Loose ball in the corner. You notice Larson didn't dive in there.
Yeah, smart by her.
Smart by her, because you can't lose it for the game at the 7:39 mark of the third quarter.
And because of that, Big Sky takes over. I think Hellgate was out of bounds. Yeah, Larson has to play smart. Refrain from getting fouls, getting physical. Good job there. But Big Sky ball.
Eagles trying to tie the game back at 24 or take the lead. McCoy, Audrey Hale on the wing. Both student sections going back and forth to start the half. How about Hale dropping a three, and the Eagles reclaim the lead.
Hale up to 18 made three-pointers this year. She likes to let them fly from beyond the arc, and that's a big one to start the second half.
To the corner, Munn trying to respond. Top Petrino. See how she gets more involved with Larson. Not able to have that full aggression with 4 fouls, like we said. Nice move by DeCoy. To the wing, McGuinn.
Hellgate now in a man defense after starting in that zone in the first half.
Hale. On the wing, trying to roll off the screen from Fisher. Hits the long two. And they're feeling it. Big Sky is coming out of the locker room.
Audrey Hale is only egging them on. What a start for her.
Anderson. No. Colville inside for 2.
That's too easy for Alex Cobo. Pull it down. Get the ball on the floor for a dribble even. Put it right back up.
14 points for Alex Colville. It's a good whistle. And they will get the foul. If that's on Anderson, that's her 4th. We talked about the foul trouble with Larson, who has 4. And that looks like they're going to get
Janet Caro.
They're going to get Janet Caro with them.
Yeah, Janet Caro going to head to the bench. Got a good look at it. Carmen Anderson hit the ground pretty hard after that play. Hope she's all right. Now, stoppage in play. The refs are kind of conferring.
Making sure they got it right. Now they'll give possession to Hellgate.
Yeah, I think because it was on Janet Caro. They almost gave it back to Big Sky.
A little confusion, but we sorted it out. Now Shannon Kane brings it across. Lund on the baseline, being challenged by DeCoy. Kane back up to Coville. Inside. Larson lost the handle and trying to almost look for the loose ball. Got to be careful. And DeCoy across that court to the corner. Hale can't get it. And DeCoy with the offensive board.
Hale was calling for it. She wanted to take that. Way to call her own number. Couldn't make it 3 in a row, though. Good rebound by the Eagles.
DeCoy inside, denied. Nice job by Mund, and Larson to bring it across. Larson gets her pocket picked, and McGuinn with the steal.
It's back-to-back times they've stolen from Larson. She can't chase after it too hard.
DeCoy inside, rejected by Coville. As that one's going to stay with the Eagles, but Coville energizing the student section, sending that one all the way down to Butte.
Yeah, she played volleyball with that one. Hellgate student section letting them hear it. Now a steal by the Knights and a block.
They get to Coit for it as Anderson going the other way. That'll be the second on Avery DeCoy.
Wow, both these teams are just so ready to hit the floor on any given opportunity. They're playing hard.
That's an understatement. And Anderson, like we mentioned, with 3 fouls, playing with fire. But that time able to get the call on DeCoy right in front of us.
And now that's 3 fouls on DeCoy, so DeCoy will head to the bench. But DeCoy and Anderson both with 3 fouls, playing pedal to the metal against each other.
DeCoy and Hale with 3 fouls for Big Sky, 4 fouls on Chloe Larson as she dribbles by a defender. Back up to Coville. Underneath, poked away. Anderson off the ricochet. Really lost the handle again, just gets it back to Coville with 15 to shoot. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As Mund dribbling baseline inside, no, but a foul. I believe they'll get Kasher for it.
Yeah, Kasher went up with her and swung at it. She'll pick up a foul there. Good job, baseline drive. Contact on the arm as we see a great look at that one.
It's going to be the second on Kasher, and we'll send Mund to the line. The junior for the Knights hits the first. Ties this game at 27.
Right in front of her student section. They're loving it now. A little quieter on free throws in the second half as your student section's on your side. Really, I like that they do that. They have the student section on your side for the second half, Zach.
Got to keep them as far away from each other as you can as Mund misses the second. Well, you know, sometimes crosstown rivalry. You know, you got to have some distance between them.
Yeah, the first year
students, Jack.
Yeah, the first year they had this, it got a little Western at the end of the game in the GOAT presentation. We'll see how they do tonight.
Sure. Trying to get the lead back for Big Sky. Laird thought about it, but pulls back.
Laird used to go to Hellgate High, so this is a fun game for her, playing against the old school. Was Alex Coville playing volleyball defense right now.
Coville averages 4 blocks a game, and she's had 2 in just the last string of possessions for Big Sky. Larson lost it, goes down. They're going to get a jump ball, and it will go to the Knights. Larson with 4 fouls.
They're swarming.
Still got that aggression.
Great coaching there. Just send your players after Chloe Larson and try to get her to make a mistake and cause a foul or just a turnover, and they've done a great job of that on the Big Sky end.
So the Eagles get it back. Kasher with the screen from Laird. Settles for the mid-range J and knocks it down.
I cannot believe the shots Kasher is making over the top of Alex Coville, and that's another great one.
Kasher up to 15 points now in just the opening 2.5 quarters. Anderson thought about driving, backs up, and they get McGuinn for the block. She can't believe it.
Anderson has 3 fouls. McGuinn knows that. Trying to pick up a charging call on the baseline. It's moving quick in here. Hard to tell if her feet are set. And she'll pick up a blocking foul, and that'll only be her first.
We'll get a whistle and substitution for the Eagles.
Now Dakota Bilardi's checking in for the Big Sky Eagles.
Bilardi's played in 12 of the Eagles' 15 games this year. So you got the big leg brace for coming off that injury. Inside, Anderson underneath, lost it. And it's stolen by Big Sky. Latriel will settle, and Fisher brings it across.
It's just getting louder and louder in here, Zach. Hard to keep together.
We're not even in the fourth quarter yet.
Yeah.
It's Fisher, short arms it. Larson.
Fisher might be shooting better with Koval Connor tonight, Zach.
Kind of forces you to go around and be really smart with the steps you take. Anderson driving in, underhand. No. Latriel with the board for Big Sky.
Good box out by Latriel there. She's a clutch player. She made a game winner, buzzer beater against Butte earlier this year. She knows what it's like to make a big play in a big moment.
She gets the ball back. Just over 2.5 to go. Laird a three. And Colville with the board. Colville averages 10 a game. That leads the state.
Yeah, and she had double-digit boards last time she played this Big Sky team.
Anderson. Back up to Kane. Colville with Laird guarding. You can see Laird's got her arms all the way up.
That's a tall task.
Literally. Anderson with the Knights trailing by 2, and now 10 to shoot. Cross court, Kane. Lost it, gets it back. Trying to drive on Hale. Now 5 to shoot. They got to get a shot off. Mund outside, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. No, they're going to steal it anyway. Hale in transition the other way. Gets it up and in. And one for the Eagles.
Don't look now. The Big Sky Eagles won the coat, Zach. And wow, coast to coast, Audrey Hale with the steal, takes it all the way with the contact. Why not?
And they'll get Mund for the foul. A chance at a three-point play to get the lead up to 5
yeah,
for Big Sky.
There could have been a shot clock violation. The ref said, let them play. Let's take this thing coast to coast.
Hale coming into tonight, a 53% free throw shooter. And misses. Reed with the board for the Knights.
Big Sky with some woes at the line, both boxing out and making their own free throws.
Anderson for 3. This is everything, and Big Sky gets it back. Momentum really swinging towards the Eagles side of the gym. As you can see, Keast and Lee Campbell trying to rally the troops. Keast, of course, played on this court.
She knows how loud it can get in this arena and how crazy things can get. She's just trying to mark some orders for her troops. Keep her timeouts, though, for the fourth quarter. You're going to need those.
Laird from the corner will try again. Colville off the miss. East, of course, winner of back-to-back state championships at Sentinel as a player. Trying to win one this year as a coach for the Knights.
Yeah, she says every coach wants to win a state championship, but obviously in her first year, success is going to be earned.
Colville, inside in, 1 for the Knights. No, travel on Colville.
Psych. I thought we got me. Yeah, they got me too, Zach. They said she's walking. I thought that was going to be an and one. So did the Hellgate student section. And now, there we go. Oh, fumbled the ball a little bit. I think that's travel.
A little bit. Just enough. As we go under a minute. Here in the third quarter. Eagles trying to distance themselves from the team that's held Gertie since its inception. 31-27, Big Sky. 45 seconds. DeCoit for 3. No. Latriel can't get the rebound. Anderson with it for Hellgate.
Only a couple seconds separate the shot and game clock, and we got a turnover.
Anderson, and they'll say she went over and back. She thought it went off to Coit, but it will go with the Eagles. 33.4 seconds left. Big Sky up by 4. The shot clock is off. Maddie Keys talking to the official on the far side, but it's Eagle ball.
Wow, every time you get a call here, parents from either side are standing up. It's getting fun in here. And yeah, over and back, shot clock on. A chance to go into the fourth quarter with some momentum.
25 seconds left. Big Sky up by 4. Avery DeCoit on the Grizzly logo at center court.
Robin Selvig court, newly made.
DeCoit driving in. Pass Colville. Can't get it to fall. Colville with the board with 10 to go. Anderson going to try to get one up. Cross half court with 5. Driving in. Puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Gets the foul, but Katie side of the court.
Oh, man, it's already been a gutsy performance by Cadence Cashuras.
Favoring that left ankle.
Looks like she might have landed on her teammate there at the end of the play, and they had to help her up. Hope she's all right in front of us now. Clearly grimacing on that right ankle. Hey, she's stomping it. I don't think they're getting her out of this game.
Atriel with the foul for Big Sky. That's 2 on her. And Anderson misses the first free throw. 5 team fouls on the Eagles, 1 on Hellgate.
Big Sky will have 2 seconds. Get a shot off.
2.4. Exactly. Anderson, the second free throw is good. And does Big Sky have an answer here at the end of the quarter? DeCoy from half court. Good if it goes, but she just misses. And that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We're separated by a field goal, Jack. 31-28, Big Sky in front. The final 8 minutes from Dahlberg Arena. When we return, you're watching high school basketball on SWX.
Hi, this is Kagan at Cars For You. We have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles and are dedicated to giving you the best buying experience possible. Go online to shop our virtual showroom of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, then stop by for a test drive. You can get pre-approved online for financing before you come in, and every vehicle comes with a free Carfax report. Let Cars For You show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Missoula.
J&K Customs. Make your adventure happen.
You need to know what's happening where you live. We are on it. Non-stop local.
Welcome back to whatever this guy's outfit is here on SWX, the Golden Goat 2023 from Dahlberg Arena in Missoula. Jack Marshall and Zach Apple with you as Big Sky and Hellgate battle it out. We've had some outfits, we've had some crazy plays, we've had some near half-court shots that have fallen, and it all results in a 3-point game going into the final 8 minutes. 31-28, Big Sky out in front. Jack, your keys to who can come out on top here in the closing minutes.
You just got to stay in the game, keep your head. It's getting loud. This is about as close as it gets to a playoff atmosphere here in Dahlberg Arena. Cadence Cashuras, we saw tying her shoe, a little bum ankle at the end of the third quarter, but I think she'd have to be on a stretcher if they took her out of this game, man. She's so tough.
They'll have to keep an eye on that left ankle as Kane inbounds to Larson, and we are underway the fourth quarter here at the 2023 Golden Goat game from Dahlberg Arena in Missoula. Coville inside, no. Rebound on the other end from Reed, and she puts it in. Check that, it's Munn for 2.
Munn has played some big minutes, a junior tonight, but another great play by her to get the offensive rebound and put it back up.
Munn with 5 points, about her season average, and helps get Hellgate back within 1. In the corner, to Velarde, tried a 3. No, Cashuras inside, doesn't get the call, and Hellgate will go the other way.
Hit the floor. They're playing physical, but she's going to get the steal.
As she forces it, coming up a little limp on that ankle, back into the offensive end. As Hale misses everything, and the Knights will get it back.
That shot clearly affected by Alex Coville.
A gutsy performance from Cashuras. You can see her in the top right corner of your screen. Right where the ball came to Munn. Inside Kane, can't grab it. Hale with the steal.
Now they have a chance to really slow things down. Maybe run a play here. And Travis Williams sits down for most of it, but he's standing up.
Fourth quarter, the Golden Goat game. This crowd dialed in. These players dialed in. 1-point game. DeCoy inside. Laird, no. Hope will get a piece of it. As DeCoy tried to put it up and under. Went literally under. Cashuras with the rebound, and she gets the call.
Cashuras is putting it all out there, Zach. Another great play. She's limping. Coming up after that one. What a way to get 2 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds with Alex Coville, the state's leading rebounder, in the paint. Battling, hits the ground hard there. They're going to bring in a sub.
As Kasher misses the first free throw.
Yeah, I mean,
Giannicaro will check in for Velarde.
When you're playing hard and fast like they are, it's sometimes hard to, focus at the free throw line.
The thing with these teams, as Kasher makes the second, depth-wise, they have not gone too far into their benches. I don't think either team's gone more than 7 deep, Jack, in this game.
Yeah, I can imagine. They're going to get tired. Bigger court, too.
Coville blocked by Kasher, but the foul.
Yeah, Kasher immediately after that pointing at her head, like, yeah, I got to remember, can't give away free throws. You got to. Alex Coville's a good free throw shooter. Can't pick up fouls either. That's the third on Kasher.
She gets her on the arm, so that's 3 on Cadence, like you said. That's 6 on the Eagles for the half, so bonus the rest of the way for Hellgate.
That's a tall mountain to climb if you're Kasher, and now Coville making her pay at the line.
Coville makes the first. Can she tie the game? Yes.
Well,
32
all even.
You having fun, Jack?
Yeah, I'm going to need some Pepto-Bismol.
DeCoy blocked by Coville. It stays with the Eagles. But Coville averaging 4 blocks a game. I think she's over that tonight.
Yeah, that was nasty. Hit it right back to the shooter. That's what she does.
DeCoy driving in. Inside. Giannicaro, no. Tipped away. They'll say it stays with the Eagles.
Giannicaro had a good look at it. Obviously, with Coville's in the paint, you try to get up it quick. Hard to focus, but Big Sky keeps the ball and a new shot clock.
Even at 32 with just over 6 minutes left. Hale from mid-range gets the lead back.
She's feeling it here in the second half. The lefty, Audrey Hale, a big bucket.
Larson across the timeline, being doubled on the perimeter. Big Sky wanted to travel. They can't believe it. Anderson inside. Coville turns, finds Shannon Kane wide open. A block by Kasher. Tried to get it to the corner. Anderson, foot on the line. Big Sky ball. Wow.
Cadence Kasher, an underrated shot blocker. She's top 10 in AA. And wow, Travis Williams calling a timeout.
Yeah, the Eagles will take one. Kasher trying to play through that bum ankle. Big Sky taking the lead back 34-32. Just back and forth, everything you wanted. And just the first course of this doubleheader, Jack. The boys will tip off right after, about 20 minutes or so after this game concludes.
Yeah, man. If you're in here, hold on to your seat. And you're up at home, hold on to your butts, man. This is such a fun game. And yeah, we got another one after this sack.
And of course, at the end of the boys' game, we'll give away the Golden Goat Trophy 2023. You mentioned it already. Hellgate's had it all 3 years. I mean, you've done the Golden Goat. Somebody wants to be a part of it. But I'll tell you, Big Sky really putting on a strong case to bring it down South Avenue here in year 4. As you see these student sections fired up. What a great game we've had here. The first of these 2 matchups. And, I mean, we got to talk about the outfit here.
They got disco fever up in the nosebleeds. You can tell the
disco
energy.
Disco deer? I don't even know. What's it call them? What do you call them?
I think it's a goat.
Is it? You know animals better than me.
I mean, I can't tell what's going on in there. They got the whole farm up in the Big Sky crowd. I think that probably should be a goat.
We're gonna consult National Geographic and get back to you. Back on the court, it's Coville. Trying to tie this game back up are the Knights. Larson with the fake, gets it back. Shannon Kane on the baseline, right to Kasher. And now how will Big Sky operate here in these last 5.5 minutes? Leading by 2. They've had a phenomenal game plan so far. Hale, mid-range, just rolls out. And foul called on Hellgate. Let's see who they get it on.
I think that's an over the back on Alex Coville, Zach. And it is.
It's actually the first on Coville here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we talked earlier about Alex Coville, so good at, as we get a replay of that, so good at free throw shooting. She's improved on that, but really fouls. She's done a good job not picking up fouls here recently.
Kasher, inside, blocked by Coville. Larson gets it, but she traveled, getting it up the court, and Big Sky gets it back.
Yeah, I called her Cardiac Chloe earlier. Obviously a veteran player. Still got to keep your head as the game gets down the stretch. Travels like that, not what you need if you're Hellgate. Valuable possessions from here on out.
DeCoit with the ball with 3 fouls. Hale with 3, Kasher with 3 for Big Sky. Hale, Kasher, being guarded by Larson on the perimeter. Kasher, mid-range, no. Gets it back, driving in on Colville. Just tries to throw it up, and Colville takes it. No. Anderson going the other way in transition, trying to get it past to Kane for 2, and tied at 34.
That's a great break by Anderson. She was off to the races, and now a timeout by Big Sky.
Travis Williams calls timeout. We are deadlocked at 34 with 4:39 left here at Dahlberg Arena. Captain Gertie, Maddie Keese, trying to get her team back in this. It's been back and forth.
Yeah,
Jack, what a game we've had.
Yeah, Hellgate's games love to come down to the wire. The last one we saw, they were ready to go, and it's a similar game where Sentinel got out in front of them, and then by the end of the game, they made some big plays to seal it. That's a big play there to tie it. We'll see 2 first-year head coaches in a loud environment. It'll be interesting to see how they get their players ready and how their players react. Obviously, both teams with some young, inexperienced players on either end. Obviously, also, Hellgate does have Alex Koval, though. She's not been on the team for 4 years. She's played this game for 4 years, Zach.
One thing to just be an observer, it's another to be an active participant. And boy, has she been in this game over the years. Her final Golden Goat game, heading to Pullman, Washington, and the Washington State Cougars next year.
Yeah, I remember when she was a freshman, I came in.
Oh, yeah.
She might not have been 6'6" yet, Zach. She's like 6'4", and I'm like, where did they get Alex Koval, 6'4" freshman? I was mesmerized, and they won that game, and then COVID hit. Obviously took some years off. Last year, though, she was back. And this year, she's better than ever.
I tell you, it's going to be tough for these student sections to keep their voices, so we still got another game after this. We'll try to do it here in the booth.
Get the cough drops ready.
That's an understatement. DeCoit nearly lost it. To Kasher inside. No, look at a foul on Munn before they could get there. It's going to be her 3rd.
Yeah, and that's going to be 4 on Hellgate, 6 on Big Sky. So Big Sky foul away from putting Hellgate into the double. Hellgate's still got a few to give.
4:27 to go. Who can come out with the win in our first game tonight? DeCoit looking for Kasher on the cut to the basket. Deflected by Colville. Underneath, up and under. What a bucket from Kasher. You got to be kidding me.
She fears no one. Gets the rebound, goes up and under. And a beautiful backdoor cut before it.
Anderson to Colville. Back up top, Kane. Lund. Inside, Larson. Underneath, Colville. Not much space to work. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Latriel.
Oh, that felt like it was up there for a minute, Zach. How did that not go in?
Felt like an eternity. DeCoit trying to make it a multi-possession lead. Underneath, Jada Carroll blocked by Colville. Rebounded by Larson. What a defensive play by the Knights. Larson going the other way. Got to be careful with 4 fouls. Just puts it up and in. Whoa! You've got to be kidding me. We're back at 36.
Mono, Zach. They're going at it.
On the other end, what a finish from DeCoit. You didn't think it could be get one up. Jack, it got one up.
Are they going to answer or what? Avery DeCoit, and they're hitting the floor.
Larson is tipped away. Who's the foul on? I think they got it on DeCoit. That's going to be her 4th.
Wow.
And it's going to send the Knights to the line, trailing by 2 with 3:09 to go. That was, and we've watched plenty of high school basketball this year. That had to be one of the most chaotic sequences we've seen any level all year long.
Yeah, they're going rim to rim right now, Zach. And now, Cardiac Chloe at the line.
They've been riding with that nickname. Can Larson live up to it? Makes the first.
Hey, nicknames are earned, not given.
38-37. Larson can tie the game with a make here. 3:09 to go. I mean, do these teams have enough left in the tank? We still got 3 minutes left in this game.
Hopefully they got some timeouts.
Larson makes the second, and we're back. Deadlocked at 38. It's pandemonium among the astronauts in the Hellgate student section as Maddie Keast takes a timeout.
This is about as good as a basketball game as you could ask for. Both teams just going back and forth, throwing punches, and now another timeout. Man, you go into your huddle and you can call plays and tell them to run their defense, but with a sequence like we just saw, like, you can't coach that. They're just going back and forth. Who wants it more? Cadence Kashur with a good rebound. On the other end, Chloe Larson with some big free throws. Avery to Coit, only a freshman with a huge shot.
Crazy finishes under the basket, and I think we're in for one here, too. This game has been unbelievable. Let's do a quick stat check for you. Kashur, Ivor down for 18 points in this game. And Colville not far behind. She has just been tremendous with 16. Larson has chipped in as well. Obviously with the foul trouble. I gotta say, Jack, she has played most of the second half and somehow managed to avoid that fifth foul.
Yeah, all credit to Chloe Larson and not pick up that foul. I was worried seeing her come out at halftime on the court, but yeah. Cadence Kashur and Alex Kovo, players of the game by their team so far. We'll see who can get their team a win in the next 3 minutes.
We played 29 minutes of basketball and we are still tied.
Hellgate in a press here. Got broken pretty easily by Big Sky.
And a nice job by the Eagles. DeCoit driving on Anderson, draws back. Now tries to go in. Looking for someone to kick it to. Janet Caro at the free throw line for two. Gets Big Sky the lead back. Larson being trapped, a double team in the backcourt. Trying to get it over to Anderson, and she does just in time.
Yeah, you got to get across in 10 seconds there. Way to remain calm, though, by Larson.
2.5 to go. Big Sky up by 2. Colville trying to kick it. Larson for 2 and the foul. And Hellgate's got a chance to take the lead.
Well, Colville got it, and she was double teamed. Why not dump it off the cardiac Chloe Larson? She just keeps coming through. And now going to go back to the line. Here it is, Zach. Oh, contact on the arm.
They will get McGuinn for the foul. It's going to be her second. And now Larson a chance to give Hellgate the lead with 2:25 to go. And she gets it to fall.
Cardiac.
2:25 left. Can Big Sky muster a response?
Yeah. Chloe Larson has not missed from the free throw line.
68% on the year. As DeCoit calls out a play. Drives in on Colville. They get Colville with the foul. It's going to be her second.
That's tough for Colville. I mean, Coit dove into her, and maybe she didn't stay solid, move back, and that is a foul. Coit, I can't imagine jumping into Alex Colville. That's a scary thing to do. Not going to be a shooting foul, though.
No, 5 on the Knights. 8 on Big Sky. There's just over 2 minutes left. DeCoit threw it to Munn.
Bit of a miscommunication with Kashur on the backdoor cut.
We talked about it in the open. This is a Hellgate team that's played in back-to-back state championship games. The Golden Goat game last few years as Colville can't get it to fall, and it's corralled by Hale.
Yeah,
it's the Big Sky team still coming up into the spotlight. How do they respond in the last 2 minutes?
This Hellgate team seasoned like Southern Barbecue. Big Sky, this is a big moment, though, for your young players. If you can win a game like this, you can really win anything. And they know that, especially for this year and the coming years.
DeCoit dribbles it off her foot. Great hustle play by Anderson to get it to Larson.
Sure, slow to get up.
90 seconds to go. Larson being doubled. Kashur went for the steal. Trying to do it on one ankle. And it's going to go the other way off Hellgate. Big Sky ball, a massive turnover. 1:23 left. And the Eagles will try to get the lead back.
I thought for sure that was going to be a travel. Ends up being a turnover anyway. And both student sections just chanting back and forth. And a timeout, Big Sky.
Travis Williams wants to talk it over, trailing by 1 with a buck. 18 to go.
Yeah, Travis Williams. He's an All-American basketball player at Carroll College. He was an assistant at Montana Western, coached in Wyoming and Washington. He won a state championship at Three Forks. He's seen some crazy environments, I'm sure, but this has got to be there on the top of his list.
When it comes to high school basketball in the state of Montana, I mean, shy of state tournaments, and even those sometimes pale in comparison to something like this. And Jack, this has been such a great game. Why not watch it again on Sunday morning? 9 a.m. we'll have the rebroadcast of tonight's game, and then at 11 o'clock we'll show the boys' game immediately following, of course, tonight. You see the Eagle flying from the Big Sky student section. They have had a passionate showing. Can it soar to the basket to try to give the Eagles the lead? That is the question.
Yeah, Eagles are vying for a basket. Now, you can't draw a foul. They're not in bonus yet. You got to put the ball in the hoop on this possession here. And if not, you better buckle down and play some defense on the other end. We'll see what they do.
Both student sections animated, excited, willing their teams to a win in the first game of tonight's Golden Goat doubleheader.
They want the goat.
Hale gets it to DeCoit in the backcourt. She'll work it inside. Janicaro back to DeCoit on the wing. Kasher in the low block being doubled. Gets it over Munn for two. What a play.
Ice in her veins, and we got a steal.
And DeCoit takes it right back. Before you could blink, off the incredible shot from Kasher, and now the Eagles can dribble it out, leading by one. 25 seconds between the game and shot clocks as they go under 45 to play. DeCoit inside, but they get the call, and she's going to go to the line. Wow, this Big Sky student section's going bananas.
These Big Sky players would get in a cage with a tiger, man. Jumping right into Alex Colville, hitting the floor, and DeCoit, some of the biggest free throws of her career. Wow.
Chance to make it a three-point game.
You bet it's going to get loud in here.
DeCoit coming in as a 47% free throw shooter.
There still will be a shot clock if Hellgate gets the ball back here or if Big Sky gets a rebound.
DeCoit can't get the first one to fall, and elation on the other side with our Space Cadets on the Hellgate side of things.
Dreams and nightmares tried to shake that one off. We'll see how this one goes.
43.2 to go as DeCoit makes the second, stays true to her average and hits one of two. Just over 40 seconds left. It's a two-point game. Maddie Keese is going to let her team play it out. The shot clock is still on, and she heard me and called the timeout.
Yeah, she was like, I got one in the back pocket still. I got one in the back pocket. 36 seconds left.
For instances, just like that, Jack.
Wow. Yeah, she was ready to go, but smart by Maddie Keese. You can drop a play here. Down two, obviously, it's a big arena.
The easy answer is Colville inside.
Yeah, you got to get the ball down low. Shooting a three here, high risk, high reward. We've seen Hellgate do stuff like this before in past Golden Goats, but man, in this big arena with the crowd, go to your bread and butter, get the ball down low. And they're getting loud in here, man, Zach. I hope they can hear their coaches in the huddle.
I don't know how. I mean, I'm having trouble hearing you, and you're sitting right next to me. 43-41, Big Sky on top. Cadence Kasher on one ankle, really the game of the season for her. And now Colville and Larson talking to their team as you see the five on the floor for the Knights.
Look at this leadership from the Hellgate Knights. Alex Colville telling her players what to do after Maddie Keese already did. That's what a leader is there, Zach. She's getting her team ready.
The Big Sky fans on their feet, not just the student section, everybody in blue. And the Hellgate parents starting to get on their feet as well. 36 seconds left, 28 left on the shot clock. 8 seconds separate the two. Larson kicks it, Anderson inside, Colville over to Kane for two, and we're tied again. 43-43, the shot clock is up.
Travis Williams is going to let him play, Zach.
DeCoit with the ball at half court, under 15 seconds to go. Will there be overtime, or will Big Sky pull it out in regulation? Kasher dribbling in, a three from the wing, yes, got it! Hale at the buzzer, Anderson, no, it was Lee, and the Big Sky Eagles pull it off! Audrey Hale, the game winner, with under 5 seconds to go, and the Eagles strike first. What a shot, Hale, for the win! You've got to be kidding me, Audrey Hale, and you can see just absolute pandemonium on the Big Sky side of things. 46-43, win game one here of our Golden Goat doubleheader, an instant classic, and Audrey Hale with the shot of her life. Unbelievable performance by the Eagles, who showed incredible heart after losing to Hellgate the first time they played. An absolute classic, and our Stockman Bank player of the game, no surprise, it's Cadence Kashur. Kashur, our player of the game, she did it on one ankle as she goes over to celebrate with the student section. Audrey Hale, the game winner for the Big Sky Eagles. Just an absolutely incredible way to wrap up the first game of our doubleheader. We'll try to top it here with game two, but it might be a difficult challenge.
I can't hear
Hale wins it with under 5 seconds to go. The three from the Big Sky bench. It felt like she hit it from the parking lot. As you get a look at our highlights, Alex Scoville, Chloe Larson with fantastic games as well, but it wasn't enough as Big Sky gets the win. Now they can go for the sweep here in the boys game, which is going to tip off in just under 20 minutes from now. Woo! You having fun out there, folks? 46-43, our final score. Big Sky wins the girls' game on a dagger.
I'm here at Cadence Kashur. Just how do you feel?
I mean, that's crazy. I don't know last time the Big Sky beat Hellgate. That was a great feeling. I mean, as a team, it adds to our record, but as a student body, that's so much more.
And Audrey Hale, what a shot. What was going through your head when that ball was in the air?
I trust her so much, honestly. She's become a great shooter this season. She's knocked down some big shots, and I knew she had that one.
And then after this, a huge win. State tournament's coming up soon. What's the team's mentality?
Same mentality we have had these past few games. I mean, 2 crosstown wins, and I don't know how long. We just got to keep fighting. We know we're tough.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Zach.
All right, thanks, Jack. Wow. I mean, we're going to, like we said, we're going to try to dial up the drama for the boys' game as well. And, of course, the trophy presentation goes to the winner afterwards as Cadence Kashur with an incredible game. Audrey Hale, the game winner, as Big Sky beats Hellgate. We'll be back in a little bit with the start of the boys' game here from the Adams Center. And, man, these student sections just excited, on their feet. I hope they save their voices because, man, it's going to be something this second game of our doubleheader. These two teams both battling for seeding, the divisional tournament coming up in a couple of weeks, and the state tournament. And these two looking for a nice way to end the evening. Big Sky trying to get the win. They didn't have their best effort in the first game against these two, but take another look at that shot. That's going to go down in Golden Goat history. Audrey Hale, the hero for the Eagles. And we'll be right back here on SWX. The boys game tipping off just under 20 minutes from now here in Missoula.
Paradise Falls, Missoula's coolest hotspot since 1993. Paradise Falls. Good food, good times, and good games for friends and family. Paradise Falls has 18 beers on tap, 22 TVs, and 20 gaming machines. We have you covered when you work up an appetite watching your favorite sporting event at Paradise Falls. Finger foods, you'll need both hands for. Paradise Falls, easy to find on Missoula's south side. 3621 Brooks, near the corner of Brooks and Reserve. Find your paradise. Paradise Falls.
Whatever the weather, elevation, or terrain, the Flathead never disappoints. Get there with Corwin Motors Kalispell. We're the ones on the corner with a bunch of vehicles in our lot. Sedans, SUVs, and of course big trucks for hauling your toys all year round. Don't waste your time. Get the best price and the best service all in one place. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer. Select Chevrolet lessees can lease a new 2023 Silverado 1500 LT for only $399 a month with $29.95 due at signing.
Winter in Montana provides a variety of great outdoor activities, but the combination of higher altitude and UV rays reflected by the snow puts you at an increased risk of sun damage and skin cancer. In addition to wearing proper clothing and headgear, the Foundation for Community Health wants you to be sun smart and always remember to slop on sunscreen and wrap eyes with UV-rated goggles or sunglasses. To learn more about sun safety and the signs of skin cancer, visit fchwmt.org.
Why do we challenge ourselves? Why do we push the limits? We climb the mountain to enjoy the view. Now you can go even further. Introducing the new Vorshear trailers exclusively at J&K Customs. The ultimate in off-road camping, Vorshear trailers boast 21 inches of ground clearance, composite shell, full kitchen, off-road ready. Now on site at J&K Customs' new bigger showroom on West Broadway across from Murdoch's. J&K Customs. Make your adventure happen.
Welcome back to Dahlberg Arena, where we have tried to capture, regather ourselves, Jack. Would that be the right way to put it? Jack Marshall, Zach Kaplan here, Golden Goat Night in Missoula. And Jack, the Big Sky Eagles, they are on the rise. And our Ben Weinman caught up with them as we get ready for Golden Goat.
Fly, Eagles, fly. It feels like this week, Big Sky High School finally gets the spotlight and a chance to spread their wings.
Excited to finally get a chance to get it.
I think it's a good chance for us to show Missoula, like, we're not just another high school that's just below the other two.
This Golden Goat game has always been about Sentinnel and Hellgate. The Eagles were not included during the first three competitions until now. And with the new rotating schedule, the Big Sky student section gets to prove their worth in the grand scheme of this Garden City rivalry.
It's always like Sentinnel and Hellgate, and those, like, everyone thinks that those are like the only two high schools in Missoula, but like Big Sky's here and we're ready to show them what we got. Like, even though we're the last built high school, we're still ready.
As a school and a student body, you can feel it when you talk with the Eagles. And come on, they've heard all the insults. They understand they're going to be the underdog Friday night. But man, all you need is one shot.
Feels like they underestimate us as a school. I think they really just think we're kind of a newer school and we just don't have the experience they have in rivalries. But I think we've really shown over the past few years that we can compete well with anyone, and we have just as good, if not better, spirit than anyone.
And it's not just the Big Sky student section. After years of single-digit win seasons, the boys basketball team beat both Sentinnel and Hellgate in divisionals last year and became the only Missoula school to make it to state.
And pretty much this whole season, our mentality just been, they don't respect us, and, you know, make them respect you for years to come. And I feel like once we get that respect this year, that, you know, the generations that come below us will, you know, get that more confidence, and it'll just keep going more and more.
And just imagine, if it was Big Sky, the Eagles, knocking off that Hellgate run of dominance, well, for Big Sky, it would be just another step for a school and a student body on the rise.
The Eagles, they won game one. We'll see if they can take game two. Like we mentioned, on the rise, Ben Weinman with a great job on that story. And we'll be right back here at Dahlberg Arena as we get you ready for the boys game, set to tip off just 13 minutes from now. You're watching high school basketball on SWX.
From Montana's farms and ranches, right to your screen. Wake Up Montana is your new home for news from the Northern Ag Network. Watch weekdays at 5:20 and 6:20 a.m. for updates on what's trending and market reports from the team you trust. The Northern Ag Network, weekdays during Wake Up Montana on ABC Fox Montana.
Start with a bang. Invite a bunch of friends, then fill the infield like a rock concert. Mix in some star power and turn them loose. A 500-mile all-out fight for NASCAR's biggest prize. That's the Great American Race. The Daytona 500, Sunday at 2:30 Eastern on Fox.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
I've been on that dating app, but girls are actually 400 miles away.
I have dated a lot of guys in the city. It hasn't worked out for me.
She's too pretty to be in a place like this.
Why I'm struggling so much with this.
This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Take me home down country road. 911, what is your emergency?
Every day we encounter people who are having the worst day of their entire lives.
Does it get any easier?
Nope.
It takes a certain kind of person to run towards danger rather than run away from it.
Why is this job so important to you?
Growing up, I never saw any heroes who looked like me.
And that's what a hero looks like.
Help is on the way.
Saturday nights at 11:35 on Nonstop Local ABC.
play.
Welcome back inside Dahlberg Arena, one of the best venues in the state for basketball. And tonight, high school basketball. The Golden Goat makes its return here to Dahlberg Arena. Well, we talked about the Big Sky Eagles, the newcomers to this rivalry, who got the win in Game 1 of the girls, 46-43 coming out on top. And now we got to talk about Hellgate. They've won the last 3 years that we've done this. The trophy has gone back to their high school.
Winning isn't given. It's earned. And for the Hellgate Knights, they have only known victory in the battle for the Golden Goat. According to this year's student group, Gertie won't be leaving Hellgate anytime soon.
3 times, 4 times. So
every year we've been here, we've had him, so we're not trying to give that up for our last year.
Now, can you blame that confidence? Well, Gertie's only home in her short history has been at Missoula's first high school, and the Knights have plans to keep her nice and comfy.
Playing Big Sky. They're kind of here. We're kind of here.
I mean, we're just rowdy. Like, think of Hellgate, think rowdy, think Gertie. Dubs all day.
And even though that dominance has been over the Sentinel Spartans, it's true. There will be a new challenger in the Big Sky Eagles, and that fact is making the Knights raise their game.
And I don't think changing a school depends on how great we play and how great our student section is. I think that doesn't matter, and we're gonna be just.
They've never done it before.
Yeah.
They don't know what's coming for them.
Yeah, they don't.
Gertie's staying home.
So come Friday night, look for the Red Sea to rise once again. It'll be Hellgate that is nice and comfy. They've been there, they've done that, and they've never lost. Because remember, winning isn't given, it's earned.
Yeah, Hellgate, and who can blame him for being comfy? As Gertie, the Golden Goat, peruses around the court. And a reminder, this format, it's not typical because you can lose both games but still win the spirit competition. And here for a preview with all that, Ben Weinman, once again, our man of the hour, is explaining how it all goes down.
It's a night to remember for the students of Sentinel and Hellgate. The Golden Goat Spirit War has continued to grow and grow in the Garden City, bringing in more energy, more passion with each passing year.
I think I remember when we won and everybody just ran out to the goat and just screaming and the goat's up in the air.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a little bit ridiculous, but it's emotional. It's such a big moment for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Easily.
Atmosphere.
Dunks, dimes, and W's.
But now this battle for Gertie will change as the third Missoula high school, Missoula Big Sky, will join in on the fun.
And then I think just winning against Big Sky is important because we've already won against Sentinel, so winning against Big Sky can just even more show that.
Adds to our record. Adds to the record.
Yeah.
The Big Sky Eagles have sat out the Golden Goat, but now this competition will rotate between all 3 AA Missoula high schools. This year, it'll be Sentinel's turn to take a break as the Knights of Hellgate and the Eagles of Big Sky take center stage.
I feel like for us, this has been we can't show who we really are. We can't show that we're better than them.
I think that we're going into it, everyone's expecting us to not do as well as we're going to do.
I feel like we've been preparing for this and everything's been leading up to this, and I know the senior class this year is pumped for it because we've heard about it, and now we're ready to go and show our spirit.
For the Eagles, watching their 2 rivals get the chance to compete for Gertie was tough to watch. And now they finally get their shot.
I know our school's coming behind us for school spirit, for our basketball team. We got staff, parents, the whole shebang. We're coming hot. It's our first year, but we're walking in like we own the place, so.
And I feel like when you talk to other kids from other schools, they're like, oh, Big Sky, you're never going to make it, you guys aren't good, you never will be good. So I feel like this year we finally get to prove ourselves and really show them who we are.
Now, folks, a reminder on how this whole process works. It's a spirit war centered around basketball games. So, theoretically, you could lose both the boys and girls games and still win Gertie. A panel of local judges will be scoring everything from volume, T-shirts, dance and cheer team performances, sportsmanship, and creativity. And of course, there will be no love lost between these two student sections who live this rivalry every single day. Well, enough talk. Let's get this thing going. It's red and blue. United in one color, they're united in gold.
Go Eagles! Go Knights! Go Eagles! Go Knights! Go Eagles!
Go Knights!
Go Eagles!
Go Knights!
Go Eagles!
Gertie, the Golden Goat set to be given out after this game. We're going to take a quick break. The boys' game tip-off just moments away here from Dahlberg Arena. You're watching high school basketball, the Golden Goat on SWX.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, host of Ag Day, where what happens in the world of food and farming matters to all of us. Ag Day is the nation's longest-running daily newscast dedicated to the business of feeding the world. If it impacts crops, livestock, or rural living, Ag Day is your source for the latest, on air and online. Join us each morning for Ag Day.
Watch Ag Day every weekday morning at 6:30 on Fox Montana.
Every crime scene has secrets. Did you have anything to do with Jennifer's disappearance?
Every victim has an untold story. He was an FBI agent.
And within every mystery lies the truth. This isn't a hardened criminal. This is a soccer mom.
And sometimes the truth hides where you least expect it. This was a murder. This wasn't any accident. This is, as they say, a game changer.
The original true crime series.
Dateline.
Weekdays at 11 on Nonstop Local Fox.
I'm Dave. This is Calvin. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Let's get this party started.
Bring your friends!
Why's the bottle half empty?
I started celebrating early.
I'm going to make a t-shirt that says Calvin is my best friend, and I'm going to wear it wherever we go.
It'll take more than a t-shirt to bring me down.
I figured you'd say that, which is why I made it a tank top.
Weeknights at 10:05 on Nonstop Local Fox.
Meet Mike Baxter, pioneer.
Dad, how do you kill an elk?
Wait outside the lodge until last call, then hit it with a tire iron.
Frontiersman.
Pheasant hunting is ridiculous. All the running and the chasing and the fetching.
That's what the dog's for.
But Maddie did such a good job. Who's a good girl?
Legend.
I have a 60-year-old truck and a 30-year-old marriage. You should be happy that I am stuck in my old ways.
I do love that truck.
No wonder he's the last man standing.
Weekdays at 4 on Nonstop Local Fox.
Welcome back inside Dahlberg Arena, where Game 2 of this doubleheader is set to get underway. The Golden Goat making its return to Dahlberg Arena here in Missoula. Joined as always by Jack Marshall. I'm Zach Kaplan. And Jack, let's talk about these two teams now. Two of really the top teams in the Western AA all year. Hellgate, Big Sky. Let's start with the Eagles. Got to give the newcomers some love. What do you think's the big key if Big Sky is going to come out and try to play better than they did that first game this year, get a win here on the Grizz home floor?
Yeah, I bet Big Sky's going to look for Josiah Quaresma. He's been such a good player for them. He's got a 6'6" wingspan, so obviously that works on defense and offense. And, you know, he was on that team last year that got third in the state, but obviously he was a pass-first guy. Now he's scoring the ball. They're just going to get the ball in his hands and hopefully get it going early.
On the Knights side of things, they've had a really solid season, been right up near or at the top of the Western AA all year long. And Jack, they've been here. They're familiar. They know what this environment's like. Who's the key player for Hellgate if they're going to take away the title once again?
Yeah, I would say the Knights have been here for a while. Connor Dick, their star player, feels like he's been watching the Knights win since dinosaurs were walking through Lake Missoula here. So obviously if Hellgate gets the ball to Connor Dick, I think they'll have a really successful campaign here and win the GOAT for the 4th time in a row.
All right, and of course, at the end of this game, you'll want to stay with us because we're going to have the live trophy presentation. Remember, the outcome of the game doesn't matter. It comes down to spirit. Who's had the better showing tonight? A lot of passion between these two schools, and we'll see how it wraps up when we come back right here on SWX.
Many insurance companies sell one-size-fits-all cookie-cutter insurance policies. This could leave you underinsured, which is like having no insurance at all. At Stockman Insurance, we have experience in home, auto, life, business, farm, ranch, and crop. And we have the expertise to customize insurance just for you. For your insurance needs, contact Stockman Insurance. We have the right protection you need, the right people to insure it. Stockman Insurance, Montana's brand of insurance.
Health Break is brought to you by Providence.
Domestic violence can take many forms, but one of the most common is strangulation. Providence forensic nurse examiner Kat Otway says although incidences of strangulation may last for only a short time, they are still incredibly serious.
If someone is strangled, they need to seek medical care immediately. There's no such thing as a minor strangulation. A survivor of strangulation needs to be evaluated at their local emergency department because your life depends on it. What we know now is most of the injuries are going to be internal, inside the neck.
If you've ever been strangled in the past, you should tell your primary care provider.
Unfortunately, there's very long-term effects from someone who's been strangled. There can be memory loss, cognitive behavioral changes, PTSD, depression, suicidal thoughts, also brain damage and potential for stroke. First Step Resource Center at St. Patrick Hospital provides follow-up evaluations for survivors of strangulation at the request of law enforcement. So we work very closely with law enforcement to make sure that these victims get the care that they need. We feel that we're a benefit to the community, and these survivors do need a place to seek the medical care and get connected with advocacy and mental health services.
To find out more, visit montana.providence.org.
Health Break is brought to you by Providence.
We are back in Missoula, Dahlberg Arena, the site for tonight's Golden Goat doubleheader between the Hellgate Knights and the Big Sky Eagles. Jack Marshall alongside me, Zach Kaplan here as the starting lineups are introduced. And tonight's starting lineups, Jack, they're brought to you by Paradise Falls, Missoula's coolest hotspot since 1993. Find your paradise at Paradise Falls. No surprises on either lineup for either team. Reed, Quaresma, McGuinn, Williamson, Beard, the five for the Eagles. Sant, Top, Dick, Rosemond, and Headswift. Your five on the floor for the Hellgate Knights as we get this game started. Jack, what are you looking forward to, and your thoughts on the night so far?
Oh, I'm just looking forward to another game. It's been so fun here. And I think Big Sky's got a lot of moxie after that game. And last game we saw Hellgate play, and they came out a little slow against Sentinnel. They can't let that happen again, because this is a good Big Sky team, and they kind of have the arena on their side right now.
Their first time in this game. And, you know, this Big Sky team, they played in the state tournament last year. It was Hellgate who did it, but only Josiah Quaresma of this starting five, you know, the one who really felt that environment, felt that atmosphere at the Metro and Billings last year. How can they keep up? We talked about it, the mental game early on. The Big Sky girls did a fantastic job, passed the test with flying colors. Now can the boys do the same?
Well, I hope so, because this is such a fun environment when you got a close game in here, and they got their student section behind them, so all they got to do is go out there and play their game. As you see, the whole Hellgate team huddling on the court pre-game.
The Knights coming in 12-3 overall, 9-2 in the Western AA. Has them in sole possession for the #1 seed at the divisional tournament in a couple weeks. Big Sky 7-8 overall, 6-5 in conference play, and we are just about ready. And hopefully, Jack, if we get three-quarters as good a game as we got between the girls, this is going to be a doozy.
Yeah, it should be fun as we see our star players, Quaresma and Dick, at each other on the tip-off, just like the last game, Coville and Sure.
Quaresma and Dick will jump it up, and we are underway. Big Sky controls the opening tip. The Eagles in all black from left to right across your screen. The Knights in all white from right to left. As that pass thrown away, and Hellgate will get it off the game's first turnover.
And now Big Sky looks like they're going to come out in a full court press, try and create some turnovers on this Hellgate team.
This place was already full, but continuing to fill. One of the best crowds we've had at Dahlberg this entire year is Ashley Top. Driving in on Tori Williams, kicks it to Rosemond. Dick to the corner, Headswift. Being guarded by Aiden Beard, the big man down low for the Eagles. Dick driving on Quaresma. Nice spin move in traffic, but can't get it to fall. Quaresma with the board.
Oh, what a great shot by Dick. Way to create some space, but these rims, they're kind of, I was shooting them on them earlier today. They're a little hard, not very forgiving, and that's what happened to Dick there.
Isaiah Reed, the man they call Z. Rod brings it up. McGuinn's going to try a three and knock it down. Off and running is Owen McGuinn. He had a game winner earlier this year against the defending state champion Capital Bruins, and he has the game's first points tonight.
Yeah, he comes in here 6 for 22 from beyond the arc, but there's lucky number 7.
Ed Swift. Back to Sant. Top in the corner. Connor Dick. Driving on Quaresma with the moves again, but he took too many of them.
Yeah, Quaresma clapping at that. He stayed home. Good defense. Didn't jump. Didn't pick up a foul. And Connor Dick, the senior captain for this Hellgate's team, with a turnover.
So back come the Eagles. We talked about the poise. We'll see how they look early on. Bit of a slower start in the opening minute and a half than our first course tonight is Quaresma with the miss. Beard tips it, but Top ends up with it, and now it's Roseman in transition, goes up, can't get it to fall. Reed with the board, gets it to Williams, and they're off and running. Williams and McGuinn, but the numbers caught up. Beard back up top to Williams, fakes the pass to Quaresma, now gets it to Josiah with 20 to shoot.
Oh, that was a crazy possession. Guys got up high there, but no bucket.
Quaresma, a three, knocks it down.
Wow, he's letting his student section know it. What a beautiful crossover, a little bit of a step back, and Quaresma's got him up 6-0.
Now Sant will try to respond. The talented sophomore guard for the Knights played in this game last year. Saw some minutes off the bench for Hellgate in their win over Sentinel. Sant driving in on Reed, puts up a mid-range J, and it's good.
It's a tough bucket. It's a tough bucket for Sant. Yeah, you said a floater there. Hellgate needed that juice. Sant delivered.
Chance McNulty will check in for the Knights on the next whistle. For now, just trying to get a stop. Reed kicks it. Quaresma, McGuinn to the corner. Williams, a three. Too strong. Beard on the board with the putback.
Man, Aiden Beard may be one of my favorite players to watch in Missoula because he plays rim to rim, a great rebounder, great at putbacks, and right there, he knew his role. He got the board, put it back up, easy bucket.
Ed Swift will bring it across.
Beard is topping.
Eagles are off and flying with an 8-2 early lead here in the opening minutes.
Their student section egging on the Hellgate team.
Connor Dick inside. Roseman underneath, no. Tipped and recovered by Williams. Williams across the timeline. He gets it to Reed where the Eagles will slow it down.
Reed, a guy super fun to watch on the ball. Obviously not the tallest player, but he plays quick and with energy.
Officially listed 5'5", the starting guard for the Eagles. Quaresma thought about it off the dribble. Now 10 to shoot. Driving in on Dick, kicks it to Beard. McGuinn, 8 to shoot, gotta hurry. Reed with 5 to shoot. Driving in, lost the step. McGuinn's gotta put it up with no time, but he caught his own deflection, man. It's a travel.
Yeah, he traveled and a shot clock violation. Hellgate, you gotta love that. Really sound defense there by the Knights. And now
Jeff Hayes preaches it, as you can see, in his 13th year running the Hellgate program.
They took out Head Swift and Top.
Yeah, we'll see Filardi and McNulty check in for the Knights. Stolen by Reed. Picks the pocket of Sant. Goes the other way. Puts it up and in for two.
Wow. Reed, what a steal and way to take it coast to coast. Once again, an energy guy for this Big Sky team, and he showed it there.
Filardi trying to answer. Back up top to Sant. Gets the high screen from Quinn Powers. Inside. Tough basket. Tough shot, no. Rebounded by Dick. Nice job on the offensive boards. The crossover around Beard. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Beard.
Good D by Beard. Stay straight up on Dick.
Quaresma, top of the key. Driving in. Nice move to the basket. Can't get it. And it's rebounded by the Eagles. Thorne with the board. Reed for three. And how about this start for the Big Sky Eagles?
He's looking at his hands. Wow. Yeah, that's three, Zach. When he gets going, it's dangerous for the Eagles. He hit 6 3-pointers in a game against Helen earlier this year, and now one early tonight. 13-2 lead by the Eagles. We talked about it before this game, Zach. Hellgate let Sentinnel start out quick. Big Sky had the energy, and sure enough, they came out and started out quick.
They scored 13 of the game's first 15 points. Isaiah Reed with 5. Quaresma hits a 3. McGlynn hits a 3. Beard gets the basket underneath. And they are really feeling it, and I mean feeling it. They're doing flips over their performance here in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, Hellgate student section kind of looked for some answers after that. Wow. Big Sky, in their first year in Golden Goat, is playing like they want to continue to be in Golden Goat.
The first year they've been a part of this event, the Eagles, and certainly making the most of it. Winners of the girls' game on a late 3 with under 5 seconds left by Audrey Hale. They won that game 46-43, and they're off and running here in the first quarter of game number 2. McNulty gets a screen from Powers, tries to roll off and kicks it to Dick in the corner. Back up top for Sant. Sant driving on Reed, stops, pops, finishes.
Wow, there's been a lid on the rim early for Hellgate, but Sant's been the one who's been able to overcome it. Good shot by him there. Second on the team, 4 points per game.
13-4, Big Sky with the big start. 2.5 to go in quarter number 1. Quaresma. That's the high screen from Beard. Carson Towle, first time we said his name. Checks into the game. Quaresma goes baseline. Dick with great defense and goes back in transition off the miss. Nice crossover. The move inside, and the block on Towle will send Connor Dick to the line.
Yeah, a nice little behind the back move by Connor Dick, and able to take the contact, almost got an and one. Chance to keep Hellgate in this game at the line. Is now against Asher Top and Head Swift are ready to check back in for the Knights.
Dick is a 72% free throw shooter this year, and he hits the first.
And I'm sure he's used to this building, Zach. Obviously, his sister Lauren Dick played in this game last year for Hellgate. Now a member of the Lady Grizz basketball team here at the University of Montana. So I'm sure he's caught plenty of games in this arena.
Asher Top set to check in at the next whistle as Dick hits them both.
And Top's going to check in for Dick, who's going to head to the bench very early in the first quarter to get a breather.
Those were the first points, those free throws scored by someone other than Easton Sant here in the opening 5.5 minutes between Hellgate and Big Sky. Isaiah Reed driving on Sant, stops, puts it up, and rebounded by Leo Filardi.
Reed's looking for the rim.
Top in transition. McNulty gets it inside. Head Swift kicks to Top. He'll try a 3. In and out. Head Swift can't come up with it. Luke Thorne to Quaresma in transition for 2.
Quaresma, such a talent. He can jump so high. Surprised he didn't dunk that one. But great vision to get the ball to him on the fast break. And Big Sky up 9.
We'll have to see if he tries one in this game.
Yeah, there's some guys in either of these teams who can throw it down.
Hellgate certainly had their share of guys in the last few years. Raleigh Worcester, Abe Johnson, I beg your pardon, who've been able to do it. Head Swift to the corner. Filardi, it was tipped, and Head Swift with the board. Kicks it back out. Top, thought about it, driving in, hooks it up, and can't get the shot, but he'll go to the line. Isaiah Reed reacts as if to say, that's on me.
Yeah,
it is, it's his first.
Him and Charisma are both kind of in the bubble there of Top, who went up with it.
It's 2 team fouls on the Eagles, none on Hellgate so far, as Top hits the first.
And that'll be 1 on Reed, like I said. There's a good peak performance replay of it. And Reed will head to the bench.
We'll check in Coulter Ramos, rather.
Ramos,
standout. Them both.
Ramos, sorry, Zach, a standout football player for this Big Sky team. He was super fun to watch, play receiver for him.
So the Knights, an inauspicious start, but now cut it to a 7-point game. Thorne controlling things on the perimeter. Quaresma barking signals off ball. Now it goes back to Josiah, and he traveled.
Yeah, Quaresma, I think That's the right call there. Now he's yelling back at one of his teammates. Not a lot of motion from Big Sky on that possession. They got stagnant, and Quaresma walked.
So under a minute to go. See if Hellgate tries for a 2-for-1. Rosemond on the wing. McNulty with 35-25 to shoot, and he puts it up and in. Chance McNulty getting on the board and giving the Knights an opportunity to do exactly that.
McNulty, a fun guy to watch. Comes off the bench with his team. Loves to shoot threes.
As McGuinn, baseline for 2. 7-point game. The shot clock is off. And Connor Dick motioning to say, let's hold for the last shot. As he gets it to Asher Top. Top looks over to Jeff Hayes on the bench. Under 10 to go. Now 5. Dick into the lane. Off the blast for 2.
Tough finish.
And that will be the end of the quarter. As all things considered for Hellgate, not bad to only be down 5. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. It's a 5-point game. Big Sky got off to the big start, but Hellgate, see if they can respond when we come back here in Missoula on SWX.
Whatever the weather, elevation, or terrain, the Flathead never disappoints. Get there with Corwin Motors Kalispell. We're the ones on the corner with a bunch of vehicles in our lot. Sedans, SUVs, and of course big trucks for hauling your toys all year round. Don't waste your time. Get the best price and the best service all in one place. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years. GMC, we are professional grade. Right now, well-qualified buyers get up to 2.9% APR for 60 months on the new 2023 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation.
Dreams are made from within. Hard work, teamwork, and perseverance can make your dreams come alive. Make your adventure happen with J&K Customs.
To apply.
Welcome back to Missoula. Tonight's SWX presentation of high school basketball featuring Hellgate and Big Sky is made possible in part by the Montana High School Association. Wherever you play, the MHSA is on your team. The Montana High School Association. Jack Marshall and Zach Kaplan joining you from Dahlberg Arena in the Garden City. The ultimate high school basketball event of the year, the Golden Goat, on the line. It will be awarded after the conclusion of this game between the Eagles and the Knights. 17-12 our score. Big Sky in front. Asher Top. It's a baseline. Head Swift. Turnaround Jay is good.
Good shot by Head Swift, who recently has been a really good player for this Hellgate Knights team, Zach.
He's been leading them in scoring a couple of the last few games. He's really turned it on of late and become another scorer you have to keep an eye out for. This is now a 3-point game. Big Sky led by as many as 11 in the first quarter.
That's what you like to see if you're Jess Hayes. Some guys coming on at the end of the season.
Quaresma kicks it to Torrey Williams, 8 to shoot. Williams driving, puts it up and under. That was smooth. Whoa.
Just weaved through the defenders, took it really up high, brought it down low.
Rosemond on the other end, no. And it's rebounded by McGuinn, who will kick it back to Quaresma. Now a 5-point lead for Big Sky, and they say Quaresma double dribbled.
That's the second time Quaresma's been kind of at the top of their side of the court, and he's been trying to get a play across, call something out, and just traveled or double dribbled with it.
In a game like this, TV in town, you know, the scrutiny will be there. So
the lights are certainly bright in this arena. I can tell you, man. Especially Hellgate's gym, Big Sky's gym aren't always the most lit up, especially Hellgate's old gym.
Yeah, but they're tried and true, Jack. It's Rosemond with a tried and true method to the rack for 2, and we're back to a 3-point game.
Credit to Hellgate getting it down low and scoring.
Reed will call out signals as the Eagles try to respond. Inside, Beard looks, kicks it to Quaresma, far side. McGuinn, Reed drives in. McGuinn from the baseline, and it's rebounded by Rosemond.
That was good defense by Hellgate, good ball movement by Big Sky, but at the end of the day, Hellgate's the one who pulls down the rebound.
3-point game. Knights trying to tie it or cut it to 1. Roseman inside on Beard, kicks it to Head Swift, no. The tip back, no. McGuinn gets the board. Nice job so far on the defensive glass for Big Sky.
Yeah, Hellgate's had some good looks that just rattled out.
It's McGuinn puts it in, count it, and the foul.
Oh, good job by Owen McGuinn, the senior. Get it down low, getting the and 1. He looked back at the referee as like, was that a foul? Do I get to go to the line for more? Big play by the Big Sky Eagle.
And you see the contact on the arm from Head Swift. That's going to be the first foul on Hellgate. And now McGuinn will head to the charity stripe, a 53% shooter, the senior for this Big Sky team, and he misses the free throw.
Yeah, McGuinn also plays baseball for the Missoula Mavericks here in town. Athletic kid.
I've shot many a Mavs game sitting next to his father. So, family affair. Sister Sadie, of course, on the girls' team. Big part of the win in the first game of our doubleheader. As Dick can't hit it inside. He's had a hard time with some of those shots.
Yeah,
up and underneath.
Another good look for Hellgate that just kind of rattled in and out, fell short.
As Thorne to Reed for 2.
Reed's done a great job of cutting through this zone defense that Hellgate runs. Did it again. Z playing well early.
End of the alphabet, the end of the line. As far as the possessions go, as Head Swift can't get it to fall. Quaresma with the board.
Another great rebound by Big Sky. They're boxing out well. They seem like they're focused and prepared for this game. Zach Murphy's got his boys ready here in the Adams Center.
Eagles only getting about a rebound more than their opponents. That's 7th in the AA. So not an incredible rebounding team on paper, but so far in this game, they've been there. McGuinn, nice move. Can't get it to fall. Dick with the board. Crossover as he gets it across half court. We'll see if he can get going, because that would be big for Hellgate. Underneath, Head Swift, that'll work as well.
A great pass there by Dick. Able to drive against a smaller defender and then easy dump off. Head Swift cleans it up.
Quaresma possesses to McGuinn. A lot of room suddenly. Kicks it back to Thorne. Quaresma in the lane. McGuinn can't get it, but he gets the foul, and I believe it's going to go on Connor Dick. That's going to be his first if it is.
Good job by Big Sky to penetrate this zone defense. If you get it to the high post, like Quaresma was there at the high post, it opens up the blocks down low. So if you get your guys to crash like McGuinn did, you're going to have an open look. Based on, as McGuinn misses the first, how Big Sky's done against this zone. I wonder if Jeff Hayes will stick in this 2-3 zone for the Hellgate team.
Something to keep an eye on. The foul went against Top, by the way, not Dick, so it's going to be his first. As McGuinn cashes the free throw. And there you get a look at Jeff Hayes. They got their space ties on, too.
Ooh, nice.
They usually mean business, but, you know, gotta have fun with the theme.
Yeah, it's always so fun to do the theme. I remember Hayes and crew did a cowboy theme one year. They get into it. This one, a little settle, but I think they got all the planets on that tie.
Well, to count it up at some point as McNulty misses from the baseline. Gets the zone board. Takes it back to Sant. Sant on the far wing. Sant kicks it back. Dasher Top. Top driving into traffic. Somehow they kept possession. McNulty at 3. Short. Dick underneath for 2.
Dick has a good way of anticipating misses. We saw in their last game against Sentinel, he had a great putback under the rim. And there he anticipated and missed.
Beard. Yes, for 2.
Wow, way to break the little pressure that Hellgate was putting on him, and Aiden Beard on the weak side.
The Eagles have really had an answer for everything presented so far defensively.
Beard's high up in the state for field goal percentage.
As Dick, and 1. The big play, maybe the one that gets him going. He is up to 8 points now, chance for 9, and try to make it a one-possession game again.
Yeah, Dick trying to get his guys up and going there, as you see. Great drive, the lefty going to his left-hand side, a great finish. And he was amped. Hellgate student section, get into it too. You see them behind him. Wall of light.
Dick, as I mentioned, a 72% free throw shooter. As you get a look at Zach Murphy, the Big Sky head coach.
Zach Murphy, a Sentinel High graduate actually, but clearly will still understand the rivalries between these Missoula high schools, and I'm sure he understands how big it would be if Big Sky won this game.
Colter Ramos is checking in once again. Gets it to Reed. To the corner, Thorne. Gets it underneath. Beard, open. Can't get it. Thorne, offensive board. Tried to get it to Reed. We'll say it was kicked, and it'll stay with the Eagles.
Yes.
A little bit of a break as Head Swift checks back in.
Yeah, you're right. A little bit of a break. It looked like Hellgate, it looked like Reed was wide open. He could have hit a 3 there, but Hellgate, maybe a smart kick even there as Beard's going to check off.
So they'll go with their smaller lineup as Torrey Williams comes back in.
I mean, something you can afford. This is not the biggest Hellgate team in years, for sure.
Quaresma underneath, no. Fighting for the board, and Dick comes away with it. Tries to get it to Head Swift in transition. Dick, off the deflection, puts it up. Can't get it to fall, but he'll go to the line again. And he's a little slow to get up.
It looked like at the end of that play, Quaresma hit the ball up inside of the cylinder right there, which he hit the ball. That's goaltending, Zach. We'll see.
Ooh.
I think Dick was saying, hey, isn't that goaltending? I think he sat on the ground there and at least pointed at the ref and did the signal for goaltending. Did they give it to him, Zach, or not? We'll see if he shoots 1 or 2, I guess.
I don't believe they did. As Jeff Hayes was pleading his case on the other side of the court, and Dick misses. So there's your answer.
Yeah, there it is. Well, Quaresma thought they did give it to him. He jumped up for the rebound there. Yeah,
he's so locked in.
Yeah, he's ready.
As you can see, Zach Murphy, all the coaches have got a little disco ball around their neck. That's a nice touch.
A little settle.
I like it, and you can see everybody behind him, and they got glittery font on the back as Dick makes 1 of 2. It's a 2-point game.
Those are hard free throws to make in front of the opposing student section.
Reed trying to answer. Thorne into traffic. Goes up. And they got Dick with the block. That'll send Thorne to the line.
Well, helping Dick up there. You see Murphy yelling at his guys. We'll see. Comes in. I think left foot was sliding for Dick a little bit there. And after a game like this, Zach, Big Sky started out so hot. Not the craziest point differential from Hellgate. We saw they're a really good second half team in their game against Sentinel.
As Thorne is able to splash the first.
If you're a Big Sky, you got to make these free throws count and get as big of a lead on this Hellgate team as you can going into halftime.
Yeah, you said it. The slow starts have been sort of an odd, familiar theme. Thorne, a 68% free throw shooter, hits them both for his first 2 points of the game.
They can hurt. Slow starts can hurt you in a gym like this where it's a lot bigger open air, harder to shoot from downtown and come back into the game sometimes.
And Big Sky spacing has been better because of that bigger floor. 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes rather, until the half.
Look like they got a foul on Quaresma wrapping around Dick. Those two are going at it down low.
As you get a look at Jeff Hayes. That's going to be the first person on Quaresma. Try to get off the inbound. Dick gets it up and in.
Yeah, he just plays a really kind of composed brand of basketball. Didn't make the first shot. Hey, gets the rebound and puts it right back up. Gets back on defense.
2-point game. We mentioned it earlier. Big Sky's led by as many as 11. Reed making moves through traffic. 4-2. That is something.
He is crafty, obviously averaging about 9 a game.
He's already got 9, Jack.
Yeah. And I saw a video of him on your guys' station this week. He said, this is our gym now. The Big Sky, this is our gym now here at UM. And after the first game...
Well, we got 17 minutes to decide.
Yeah, after the first game, it kind of was. We'll see how Hellgate feels about that. But you see Reed's mentality obviously locked in. They want to win.
Yeah, no kidding. Connor Dick on Quaresma. The key matchup of the night as Dick drives in. No call on Quaresma. Great defense by the Eagles.
Yeah, they just let him play down there. 2 really good physical players. They let him sort it out.
5-second difference between game and shot clock. As you see, us tick under 30.
Reed.
So 5 seconds. They'll have to get a shot up. Here the Eagles will.
Hanging out on the Grizzly Bear.
Murphy clapping on the bench, trying to implore his team to start moving. Quaresma kicks it. Now the shot from mid-range from Tao. No. Rebounded by Head Swift. Knight's got to hurry. Dick trying to put it up at the buzzer. Gets blocked by Quaresma. And we get him for the foul.
Yeah.
Great heads-up play by Connor Dick.
Yeah, way to run out in transition. I think that's going to be a foul on Quaresma. You're right, Zach. Quaresma got up there. So did Dick. Here it is. Ooh, a lot of contact. Quaresma looked like he might have hit the ball up top, but he slammed into Dick. Connor Dick, once again, on the ground. A physical player, and now 1.4 seconds. Narrowing the lead.
They did call it a shooting foul, so Dick sinks the first and makes it a 4-point game.
1.4 on the clock left.
Check that, a 3-point game.
Oh, yeah. They didn't put it on the board yet, but 1.4 left on the clock for the Eagles.
A little quick to the gun there.
Yeah. Fastest hand in the West, Zach Kaplan.
As Dick makes the second, 1.4 for the Eagles to try to get a shot up here before the end of the half. We saw a couple shots in the girls' game from half court just miss. McGuinn to Thorne, will try from three-quarters court, and that's how the first half comes to a close. Big Sky 30-28 our score. The Eagles out in front of what's been an entertaining first half, and we'll be right back here at Dahlberg Arena. Big Sky, Hellgate, the Golden Goat, high school basketball right here on SWX. We'll be right back from Missoula.
Family matters. Since 1949, Prine Veterinary has understood that pets are a part of the family, and we treat your pet like our family. Keep your pets healthy for life with Prine Veterinary Hospital. Prine for life.
Winter in Montana provides a variety of great outdoor activities, but the combination of higher altitude and UV rays reflected by the snow puts you at an increased risk of sun damage and skin cancer. In addition to wearing proper clothing and headgear, the Foundation for Community Health wants you to be sun smart and always remember to slop on sunscreen and wrap eyes with UV rated goggles or sunglasses. To learn more about sun safety and the signs of skin cancer, visit fchwmt.org.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but that doesn't mean it has to be complicated. At the Breakfast Club, you'll get fresh, high-quality ingredients in a burrito so big you might want to skip lunch. You can watch it being made, and you're not going to be standing around waiting. The Breakfast Club is quick and good. Top it off with a fresh espresso, fresh brewed coffee, or cold beverage. So don't spend all morning pondering the error of missing breakfast. The Breakfast Club in Russell Park Square.
At Stockman Wealth Management, we share the same philosophy of everyday Montanans. Protect what you've earned and plan for the future by creating a path towards financial independence. It's the focus of everything we do. Stockman Wealth Management is your partner in preserving and growing your wealth to last for generations for those you love. Stockman Wealth Management, preserving and growing wealth for better tomorrows.
Family matters. Since 1949, Prine Veterinary has understood that pets are a part of the family, and we treat your pet like our family. Keep your pet part of Healthy for Life with Prine Veterinary Hospital. Prine for life.
We are back in Missoula here at Dahlberg Arena. Hellgate getting their halftime performance in, but first, food for the SWX crew. It was provided locally by Taco Sano. Taco Sano on the hip strip and on campus, or you can order online at tacosano.net. Eat fresh, eat local, eat Sano at Taco Sano in Missoula. It is Golden Goat Night here in the Garden City. Jack Marshall, Zach Kaplan joining you from center court. And the Hellgate performance here at halftime. We saw the Big Sky one during the girls' game. And now the boys' game, Hellgate, they're going with the space theme. Jack had a little countdown video on the scoreboard. They got a rocket somewhere on the court. And it looks like they got some astronauts dressed up to come out here soon.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. As you see, Hellgate's women's coach, Maddie Keese, was like an astronaut. And once again, pulling up the rubric for how they're going to win. You don't just win Golden Goat from the basketball game. You got to be a sportsman. Got to have a cool theme, which pretty cool themes tonight with disco and space. Have cheer. Obviously, you see they all have the shirts on. And the cheer and dance performances, like we're seeing right now, 20%. And they're getting into it, and I see some astronauts about to run out of the court over there on our right as the lights get a little dark. Might be time for another blast-off, Zach.
Yeah, the Hellgate student section, they got their lights going, and man, this has been an exciting, a fun first half. Hellgate, they're getting ready to put some more astronauts on the court, it looks like. I'm just curious to see what they have to offer here with this halftime performance, because Big Sky, I mean, there was tumbling, there were backflips. As you take a look at our first game, an instant classic between the Knights and the Eagles. Cadence Kashur, the heroics on one ankle, but Audrey Hale, the game winner for Big Sky, and an instant classic.
Yeah, they put it all on the floor. You got to give credit to the Big Sky Eagles. Cadence Kashur said in that post-game interview, she's like, you just don't see teams beating Hellgate, and that's exactly what they did. Obviously, Alex Koval played great, as she always does. Chloe Larson limited a bit by fouls from Missoula Hellgate. Couldn't play full speed in the second half, and that led to that game winner by Audrey Hale right there. Look how happy they are.
Just a moment that these Big Sky kids will remember forever. And hey, both student sections, they got the phone lights out here. They're getting into it. Both, we had the lights come on and off, and good sportsmanship by the Eagles. And this guy, I mean, he is just absolutely electric. He's got his phone flashlight on too. He might have to be our fan of the game. I don't even know if that's a thing, Jack, but we gotta. I mean, this has been fantastic. This guy is having the time of his life up there.
Might have to go interview him after the game, Zach. Player of the game tonight, up top. But anyway, yeah, Big Sky getting into it. You love to see him supporting Hellgate too. Either way, gotta have some camaraderie between the two schools. Man, it's fun as astronauts haven't even hit the court yet, Zach. The cheer team's still going off.
I think we still have another spaceship here. I don't know if it's SpaceX or Apollo 11.
Yeah, well,
I don't know which one, but I think it's Hellgate just hoping it's the rocket ship to the state tournament.
Yeah, that's right. Hellgate this year, their boys team last year, pretty similar record to this year's team, obviously, but didn't make it to the state tournament. Big Sky, on the other hand, did make it to the state tournament. So we're getting ready for blast off. I think I heard the Backyardigans theme, Zach.
You sure did. Maybe Little Einstein? Was that Little Einstein?
Yeah, it was Little Einstein. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I mean, the Hellgate student section engaged there, loving it. I mean, I think we got another half of this performance here. Yeah. They are really just getting after it and having a great time. We're going to have more when we come back. You're watching the Golden Goat High School Basketball on SWX.
J&K Customs. Make your adventure happen.
Montanans live in a state of awe, a state of adventure, a state to treasure. Use your local know-how to be the first one down the mountain on a fresh powder day. Glide along a Nordic trail in new snow. Find a cozy cabin in the woods and keep it your own little secret. Soak up some hot springs, as relaxation is everything. Tap into Glacier Country and discover more of your Montana.
Basketball season's great, but the roads during the season, not so much.
Put a full court press on winter at your local Tire Supply Service Center.
Drive the baseline or anywhere with our great products and services.
Hand-cooked tires are always a slam dunk, never halfway. Hand-cooked tires.
And our nationwide warranty will take you all the way to the finals.
Make it a big win this season with products and services from your local Tire Supply Service Center.
I'm John.
And I'm Ben.
And we're the Kubota Tractor Guys.
Kubota means quality and nationwide rates highest in customer satisfaction.
Discover Kubota's durability you can count on with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
Big Sky Kubota stocks a large selection of tractors and implements.
Stop in and see our wide selection of mowers, excavators, and RTVs.
Big Sky Kubota's service techs can help you get the most of your Kubota.
Big Sky Kubota. Remember, think orange.
All right, we are back here at Dahlberg Arena, or should I say the Space Jam, because we got the Hellgate kids dancing, and our guy is having the time of his life. Jack, let's take a look back at some of the first half highlights from this game. This has been awesome so far, and really evenly matched. The Big Sky that got out to the big lead, but Hellgate, they battled right back.
Yeah, it was a fun first half. Big Sky started out quick. They had a lot of momentum, but this Hellgate team's good. And they slowly crept back into it. Connor Dick with some great plays down low in the paint like those two. Obviously, they're playing hard tonight, Zach. And got a good second half on the way.
But Isaiah Reed leading the way in scoring for Big Sky, as you see right on cue. He drilled the three. He had 9 points in the first half. Connor Dick on the other end for Hellgate with 14. And he's got half of Hellgate's points. So he's really poured it on late, especially at the free throw line. And this school right now, they are vibing. Outer space theme, they're really rocking it. We've seen spaceships flying, we've had backflips, we've had all sorts of things. Oh, now we got some walkers coming in.
Look out.
I mean, we got a little bit of everything. NASA on full display from Cape Canaveral all the way to Missoula. We got to navigate through traffic here, Jack.
Yeah, look out. The walkers are on the court tonight. What is going on, Zach? And yeah, one small step for Hellgate, one large step for the Golden Goat. It's fun. I think Buzz Aldrin's, or not Buzz Aldrin, sorry.
We got Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear. That's on me. That's on me.
You're struggling there for a minute, Jack.
I'm still trying to figure out what's going on right in front of us here.
Oh, we got a backflip.
We got some walkers.
Dancing. There's like a lot going on. We got like 4 different areas of the court to cover.
Yeah, there he is.
See Buzz. What did you think his name was?
Well, Buzz Aldrin, Buzz Lightyear, tomato, as we see a walker on the floor. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on there. It's like the oldest goat, I think it says on the walkers.
I think it said the oldest goat, and they can say it because they've had the goat its entire existence. They've had 30 in their possession.
All like 4 or 5 years, depending on how you start. When you start counting with COVID, obviously the 4th time the game's being played. But yeah, there we go. It's going on. A little
sign
movement.
On the front of their walker says "Old Goat."
Little unexpected movement, even with the walker on the floor. Still busting down.
Are they trying to represent comets flying around? Maybe I don't know.
It's Haley's Comet up there.
Might be Haley's Comet. Man, they're just having a great time. We got the light out.
Yeah, they turned the lights out on us. Hopefully our camera guy's okay. He's caught. It's like he got stranded off the ISS. He's out there in the space.
That whole Interstellar.
They planted the
flag drop at the end. Full Baker Mayfield performance. Wow, that was something. We've had 2 great halftime performances, and man, that was tremendous.
They're giving heart signs to me. Also maybe the judges.
All right, I don't even know. We're going to come back with more basketball, but man, that's going to be hard to top. That was tremendous. You're watching high school basketball. The Golden Goat on SWX. The second half is next.
Okay, those single-use plastic water bottles? See, because of our filtration systems, billions fewer are being used every year.
That's great, sir. Can I take your order?
Oh, number 3.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install our drinking water and softening systems, we're thinking about filtering contaminants and the minerals that make water hard. So you can just think about softer, cleaner, better tasting water. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
Whatever the weather, elevation, or terrain, the Flathead never disappoints. Get there with Corwin Motors Kalispell. We're the ones on the corner with a bunch of vehicles in our lot. Sedans, SUVs, and of course big trucks for hauling your toys all year round. Don't waste your time. Get the best price and the best service all in one place. Corwin, family driven for over 100 years.
Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Select Chevrolet lessees can lease a new 2023 Silverado 1500 LT for only $399 a month with $29.95 to a signing.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but that doesn't mean it has to be complicated. At the Breakfast Club, you'll get fresh, high-quality ingredients in a burrito so big you might want to skip lunch. You can watch it being made, and you're not going to be standing around waiting. The Breakfast Club is quick and good. Top it off with a fresh espresso, fresh brewed coffee, or cold beverage. So don't spend all morning pondering the error of missing breakfast. The Breakfast Club in Russell Park Square.
Montanans live in a state of awe, a state of adventure, a state to treasure. Use your local know-how to be the first one down the mountain on a fresh powder day. glide along a Nordic trail in new snow. Find a cozy cabin in the woods and keep it your own little secret. Soak up some hot springs, as relaxation is everything. Tap into Glacier Country and discover more of your Montana.
We are back inside Dahlberg Arena. Golden Goat night here in Missoula. Jack Marshall, Zach Kaplan with me courtside as we take you through tonight's festivities. 30-28 our score at the half. Big Sky in front of the Hellgate Knights. Jack, just curious, your keys to the second half as we're about to get it underway.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta recuperate. Obviously, that was kind of like a Super Bowl, and by the time the halftime show's over, you're forgetting we still have sports to play there. Hopefully, we don't have any issues with the court. I saw some streamers down there. I think they got them all off. But yeah, both teams gotta come out of the locker room well. Big Sky, you have to keep your composure, keep your momentum. Obviously, we're in there for a while, and obviously Hellgate's got to do what they've kind of been doing all year and coming out and playing really well out of the second half, like we saw them do against Sentinnel the other night. They just got to do that, and I'm sure Jeff Hayes gave them a pretty good speech at halftime.
Hayes, no stranger to these games, and you know they've had big Golden Goat games where they've trailed, so obviously not fazed by it, only down by 2. But for Hellgate, the key is just kind of hanging in. I think they got to get it to Connor Dick and find ways to get him involved and continue to get him to the free throw line because he has been tremendous. 30-28 our score. Isaiah Reed, the leader scorer on the Big Sky side of things, as he has 9 points. And we got a second half of basketball that we can't wait to bring to you. Hellgate and Big Sky, the second half just moments away. You're watching the Golden Goat on SWX.
Winter in Montana provides a variety of great outdoor activities, but the combination of higher altitude and UV rays reflected by the snow puts you at an increased risk of sun damage and skin cancer. In addition to wearing proper clothing and headgear, the Foundation for Community Health wants you to be sun smart and always remember to slop on sunscreen and wrap eyes with UV rated goggles or sunglasses. To learn more about sun safety and the signs of skin cancer, visit fchwmt.org.
Paradise Falls, Missoula's coolest hotspot since 1993. Paradise Falls, good food, good times, and good games for friends and family. Paradise Falls has 18 beers on tap, 22 TVs, and 20 gaming machines. We have you covered when you work up an appetite watching your favorite sporting event at Paradise Falls. Finger foods, you'll need both hands for. Paradise Falls, easy to find on Missoula's south side. 3621 Brooks, near the corner of Brooks and Reserve. Find your paradise. Paradise Falls.
We are back in Missoula, the second half of the second game of our doubleheader between the Hellgate and Big Sky boys, about to get underway as both student sections emphasizing just how badly they want Gertie, the Golden Goat.
Yeah, Gertie, the Goat, and it's starting to feel like bigger than it ever has been now because Hellgate's always had it. They don't want to lose it. That's a Big Sky especially, and Big Sky, this will kind of be an eye-opener. They take the Goat around Missoula, and I'm sure you'll be hearing about it between the either schools.
The dynasty has reigned at Hellgate. Will it come to an end? We're going to find out.
Yeah,
well, the trophy presentation after the boys game, but we got 16 more minutes of basketball, Jack, between two great teams.
Yeah, every Hellgate game you go to, they usually chant, "Where's Gertie?" to the opposing, especially crosstown games, the opposing team. Let them know who has it, but it'd be interesting if it was coming from Big Sky next year.
All right, Isaiah Reed with it as we get the third quarter underway. Big Sky from right to left, Hellgate from left to right here in the second half as it goes off, I believe, the toe of Quaresma.
Yep.
Hellgate ball.
Yeah, he was moving quick. I think, yeah, kicked it out of bounds, played a little soccer with it.
So it'll be interesting to see what type of pace they play with here in the second half. As Hellgate a little more deliberate here on their first possession. Houston Sant, Dasher top, Connor Dick, back to Sant. Sant kicks at the top, rather to Dick, beg your pardon, Sant. Back with it now with 10 to shoot, top. Mario Donovan Tudswift, I beg your pardon, as he gets it to fall in for 2.
Ed Swift, we talked about last game we called Zach. His dad designed that Nike N7 logo that was on display here in this gym when both UM teams wore their N7 uniforms and wore his logo on their warm-ups. Super sick logo. I think he did a signing day at Shields where he's autographing it.
I think he's got one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Quaresma is going to try a three. Then can't get it to fall. It's Ed Swift with the board. Dick thought about it and guarded by Quaresma out on the perimeter. Top. As the Knights really slowing this game down. Deadlocked at 30 here early in the second half. Ed Swift can't get it. Aiden Beard with the board. He gets it to McGuinn, who will bring it across. Isaiah Reed left open on the other end, but he stepped on the line. It's Hellgate ball.
Yeah, moving quick once again. Pete got ahead of his mind. And turnover in Hellgate. Students actually getting a little loud. High ball game. We've seen this Hellgate team once again be good in the second half, and so far they're kind of controlling the tempo, Zach.
Sant gets it over. Dick off the dribble. Gets it for two. Gets the lead back for the Knights.
It's a tough finish on the right side as a lefty, but he got it done.
Connor Dick now with 14 points. Leads all scorers. How will Reed respond? McGuinn. Torrey Williams, but it was tipped by Sant. Stay with the Eagles.
Now a timeout for Big Sky.
And Zach Murphy not happy with the start to the third quarter as Hellgate takes the lead back. I think we're going to have a lot of lead changes in the second half, Jack.
Yeah, well, if it's anything like our last game, that's what's expected. And Zach Murphy's got to get his guys ready to go as we get a look at their huddle. You know, he got a degree from MSU, but he got a master's degree from here at UM. If you're familiar with this gym, as we see now Hellgate in their huddle with the GOAT warm-up shirts on.
But they got it planted as the O. That's fantastic.
That's a very clever design.
I think that's Saturn.
Yeah, I might need one of those. Those were pretty cool. I believe it's the same matching ones they got in the student section. We only see the front there. Yeah, Saturn as the basketball O. Pretty cool. We're Hellgate embracing the fanfare and the color. You just love to see the coach. I mean, obviously the student sections are going to get it. The players have the warm-up on, but the coaches, like everyone embraces the theme, which is super fun, Zach.
The fans as well, they've dressed appropriately. Many of them here. See some crazy outfits tonight. Quaresma kicks it. McGuinn over Dick. No. Sant tried to get the board. Kicks it to Torrey Williams. Off the ricochet. Quaresma in traffic for two. That was a nice move.
Quaresma, we talked about, got a 6'6" wingspan. That's kind of the only shot, kind of thing you can do if you have a 6'6" wingspan. Stayed up, left the ball up there. That long reach.
He's averaging 14 points. He's got 7 so far tonight. As Top lost the handle. Reed will bring it back over, trying to catch the Knights in transition. McGuinn up top. Reed will slow it down. Reed calls out the play. Gets the high screen from Quaresma. And McGuinn in the corner for three. Splash!
Hey, why not Owen McGuinn? He's playing great tonight. The senior in his one chance at Golden Goat, making the most of it, putting the Eagles back on top.
You see the smile on Josiah Quaresma's face as he came back down the court. Now Roseman rejected by Quaresma. Oh my! Top gets possession back for the Knights.
Is there a trampoline down there, Zach? Holy cow.
Wow. Top, back to Sant. Sant to Dick. Dick's going to try a three and splash it in. What a response after the rejection.
I think the bank's open on that hoop down there. I wonder if he called it, Zach. He's talking a little bit to Quaresma. Something tells me Quaresma said something about that banked in three.
We are deadlocked at 35. Quaresma in traffic, no. And the rebound corralled by Roseman. Sant will bring it across.
Playing for a while. Sometimes you get a little tired. Shots fall a little short like that one.
Sant lifted at the top of the key on Reed. Roseman underneath, and the foul. What a play by Mario. Super Mario gets the lead back for the Knights.
Oh my, Super Mario's right. Jumped up there, got the contact, came down, and right in front of his student section, let him know how he was feeling. And those boys in the spacesuits sure loved it.
They actually get McGuinn for the foul.
Oh, must have been on the ground going up with it.
which helps Big Sky because Quaresma already with 2.
Yeah, Quaresma
would have been his third.
Yeah.
So that's a huge break for the Eagles, albeit while giving up the lead as Roseman misses the free throw and can't convert the three-point play.
We saw in the first game with Larson how much fouls can affect your style of play. Picked up 4 in the first half.
McGuinn, as that pass nearly went away. Beard, baseline no. And taken back by the Knights. Sant to Roseman, down low. Head Swift from the free throw line, yes.
They're moving quick right now. Felt like just a second ago, Big Sky the lead now. 2-possession lead for Hellgate. And Jack Murphy's going to take a timeout for the Big Sky Eagles.
And this is as loud as the Hellgate student section's been all night. A 4-point lead with just over 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Big Sky had all the reason to make some noise, but after a run like that by Hellgate, made some plays. And now, hey, if you're Big Sky, you got them where you want them. You got a close team. You got to come out here and finish this. And Hellgate, keep the momentum right now, Zach.
39-35 our score with 3:17 to go. And it feels like the pace of this second half has really been dictated by the Knights. That's been a big part of why they've been so successful. As you see the Big Sky fans going crazy. A reminder, we'll have a live interview. Jack Marshall will grab our Stockman's player of the game, our Stockman Bank player of the game. And we'll have to catch up with the winner and then the trophy presentation.
Yeah,
you better not get court stormed.
I'm hoping I don't end up at odds with the Hellgate student section. They're pretty ferocious.
Or the Big Sky student section.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be in front of the Hellgate student section, but we never know how crazy it'll get at the end of this one.
Luke Thorne gets it to fall. Nice bucket for Thorne. The first field goal to fall for him tonight.
Shooter's roll.
Back to 2.
Yeah, shooter's roll. That's right. Big bucket. Good play out of the timeout for Zach Murphy's crew. Back to a 1-score game.
Easton Sant. Jeff Hayes marks out instructions from the bench. Dick had room. He's going to settle for a long 2 and make it.
It's been a little quiet to start the second half offensively, but right there breaks the seal.
Thorne thought about the 3. Gets it back. McGuinn puts it up. Rebounded by Head Swift. Can't get it to fall.
They're running.
Now Roseman going the other way. Trying to drive in on Beard. Nice defense by the big man. And he gets the board. Trying to get rid of it. He gets it to Reed. He'll get it over to Thorne. Eagles trying to catch him in transition. Reed is going to try a 3 in front of his bench. And can't get it to fall. They're going to get Beard for over the back.
Yeah, Beard's playing physical down there, fighting after rebounds, but to get boxed out like that, you can't go over the top, and a great box out there by Hellgate. That'll be only the first on Beard. He'll stay in this ballgame.
Last time these two teams played on SWX, it was an absolute barn burner. The game we brought you last year at Hellgate came down to a blown lead at the end, and Knights had to go to overtime to win it. These two teams, no strangers to being in some tight battles over the last couple of years. Roseman inside, working on Beard, kicks it back out to Connor Dick. Quaresma with the closeout. Quaresma nearly got him to lose the handle. Dick kicks it to the corner. Asher top to Dick. Inside, can't get it to fall, but he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Quaresma had his hands out in the air, but he left his feet. You usually get dinged with a foul if you do that, especially in high school basketball, as he's going to look at it.
Got the peak performance replay. And Quaresma got a little bit of contact, and they'll call him for his 3rd.
Looks like he leaned his right hand in a little bit at the end of that one.
And the 3rd personal, so we'll see how Josiah plays it out. As Dick makes the free throw. Dick has been automatic from the line tonight so far.
Roseman, you see, checking out of the ball game. And some physical basketball down low. They're going to give him, he's going right to get some water on the bench, Zach.
Dick makes the 2nd. I have him down for 23 points.
What a game.
23 points from Connor Dick.
Dick.
43 Hellgate has.
Yeah, sorry, Zach. Dick, a guy with some college offers. I was a scout watching tonight. I'd probably offer him too.
Aiden Beard inside for 2.
Great pick and roll by Beard. Knows his role, gets downhill, gets the ball, and puts it in the hoop.
Beard, the senior, averaging 9 points, 6 rebounds a game for the Eagles this year. He's got 6 now. Filardi checked in on the last whistle. 6 possess it. Beard working on him. McNulty drives in, kicks it to the corner. Top for 3. Takes the large bounce. Tips. They'll say it stays with the Knights.
Stays with the Knight, and they get a new shot clock, too. Big rebound. Looked like Connor Dick came over the back and kept that one alive for his team.
Under a minute to go. Knights trying to extend their lead. Up by 4. Top. Inside on Beard. Back out Connor Dick. Driving baseline on Quaresma. Tries to get around him. No. Rebounded by the Eagles. And they'll go in transition. Reed trying to go for a 2-for-1. Thorne for 3. Yes! Thorne, and it is a 1-point game.
Thorne in the side of the Hellgate Knights there. This big side team loves to shoot a lot of threes. And when they make them like that, it'll make you pay.
1-point game. The shot and game clock are about a second off of each other with 20 seconds left. I mean, less than a second, if that. Sant kicks it to Dick. Dick inside. McNulty lost it. And it's taken by the Eagles. Gonna have to hurry with 5 to shoot. Reed to Thorne. Quaresma. Can he get it at the buzzer? Yeah! No. Waved off by the official right in front of us. Would have given Big Sky the lead. They wave it off. It was close, but he just couldn't get it off in time.
Some drama.
All right, we'll recap for you when we return. Fourth quarter is next, as it was just so close. You're watching high school basketball on SWX.
Family matters. Since 1949, Prine Veterinary has understood that pets are a part of the family, and we treat your pet like our family. Keep your pets healthy for life with Prine Veterinary Hospital. Prine for life.
Basketball season's great, but the roads during the season, well, not so much.
Put a full court press on winter at your local Tire Supply Service Center.
Drive the baseline or anywhere with our great products and services.
Hand-cooked tires are always a slam dunk. Never halfway. Hand-cooked tires.
And our nationwide warranty will take you all the way to the finals.
Make it a big win this season with products and services from your local Tire Supply Service Center.
They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but that doesn't mean it has to be complicated. At the Breakfast Club, you'll get fresh, high-quality ingredients in a burrito so big you might want to skip lunch. You can watch it being made, and you're not going to be standing around waiting. The Breakfast Club is quick and good. Top it off with a fresh espresso, fresh brewed coffee, or cold beverage. So don't spend all morning pondering the error of missing breakfast. The Breakfast Club in Russell Park Square.
I'm John.
And I'm Ben.
And we're the Kubota Tractor Guys. Kubota means quality and nationwide rates highest in customer satisfaction.
Discover Kubota's durability you can count on with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
Big Sky Kubota stocks a large selection of tractors and implements.
Stop in and see our wide selection of mowers, excavators, and RTVs.
Big Sky Kubota's service techs can help you get the most of your Kubota.
Big Sky Kubota. Remember, think orange.
Family matters. Since 1949, Prine Veterinary has understood that pets are a part of the family, and we treat your pet like our family. Keep your pets healthy for life with Prine Veterinary Hospital. Prine for life.
Big part of why this Hellgate team is out in front.
Yeah, he's so good at just catching those backside bounce passes and putting it in the hoop.
Quaresma open look, drains it. Wow. We are knotted at 45.
Quaresma's ready for this. He's getting his sneakers all ready to go. He's coming at him hard in the second half.
McNulty's going to try from the corner. Loose underneath, and they'll get Dick, I believe, on the loose ball foul.
Quaresma likes that. Him and Dick are fighting all night. Great rebound there by Quaresma and Beard. As Beard will head to the bench, they'll bring in McGuinn, a little smaller lineup for the Eagles. We get a look at it. Yeah, Beard had his hands on it. Dick's hands were in there.
Quaresma and Dick, two of the best basketball players in the city, and this is how it should be, Jack. Going head-to-head in a tie game with under 7 minutes to go. Quaresma with the crossover, working on Head Swift, stops, puts it up, and he travels. That's the one thing that's killed him tonight. Otherwise, he's played a pretty incredible game.
Yeah, he wants to take the shots right now, Zach. He is like, get the ball in my hands. He's ready for it. That time, yeah, another turnover on his part.
Quaresma averaging 14 points a game this year. He's at 10. McNulty driving in. And they get, I believe, Reed for the foul. Yes, they're going to get Reed for it.
It'll be interesting to see if they get that as a shooting foul or a hand check foul. I think that'll just be on the floor.
4 fouls on the Eagles, 1 on the Knights here in the second half so far. Top trying to get it in, gets it into Dick just in time. Head Swift, cross court, McNulty driving in. Nice defense by McGuinn. McNulty trying to save it, and the Eagles can go in transition. Reed gets it off the dribble. McGuinn looking for reinforcements. Quaresma drives in, kicks it. Now Thorne with the move, and Reed lost the handle. Goes back to the Knights.
Yeah, Big Sky got the steal. They wanted to go fast with it, but went a little too quick. And the turnover there as we see Reed point at him. Hey, that's me. I got to catch the ball.
45 apiece as you get a look at Zach Murphy and his staff trying to have a signature win here in season number 1 with Murphy as the head man. Took over for Ryan Hansen over the offseason. Murphy, the JV coach formerly. Todd tried to put in a 3 from the corner, but he got fouled. Couldn't get it to fall, but he's going to get 3 shots at the line.
I think that was Luke Thorne who jumped into him right in front of the Hellgate bench there. We see him. Got to look at it. Here's the replay. We got the bench view. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look at that. Great replay there. Great shot.
Nice job by our entire crew. We got an awesome crew that's been here tonight with us in Missoula. The best crosstown basketball atmosphere in the state of Montana as Asher Top hits the free throw. He's only got 3 points tonight, but has certainly made his presence felt, especially on the defensive end, as he gives Hellgate the lead back with 5:56 to go.
Yeah, Top, a really good passer and defender, so I don't always see him on the score sheet, but
this is the second.
His impact is known for this Hellgate team. So even with his home student section in front of him, Zach, they're still moving around a little bit. I can't imagine it's not easy to make free throws in front of him. You see there, it's a little shaking.
As Top makes 2 of 3, he's up to 4 points now, and Hellgate with a 2-point lead. Quaresma and Dick alone at the top of the key. Now Reed comes up with the screen. Quaresma tried to get it to McGuinn, but it's stolen by Dick. Dick trying to go in transition. Reed fouls him. And prevents what would have been a pretty easy transition bucket for Connor.
Yeah, and Reed a little shorter than Connor. We've seen him throw down dunks in that situation. Reed maybe thinking, hey, not in the bonus yet. Let's just get him with a hand check and slow this down. Honestly, really smart play.
That's the 6th team foul on Big Sky, so the Knights are shooting 3 throws the rest of the way.
And Hellgate only with 1 foul so far in the second half, so big for the Knights to stay out of foul trouble.
Connor Dick to Easton Sam. They'll let some clock winds. Just over 5 minutes to go, and the Knights in front. Dick gonna try a 3. No, Quaresma with the board.
Dick doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but when he does, they can hurt you a lot. That one almost did.
A 29% three-point shooter this year. He missed that time. 47-45 our score. Just over 5 minutes to go. Quaresma trying to work a high screen and roll game with Reed. Just can't get it to fall, and Top with the board for Hellgate.
He had a good look, used his body.
Trying to catch the defense napping. Dick saves it for Hellgate, and they'll work it back out. Asher Top driving in. They'll say he traveled.
Hey, good defense by Isaiah Reed right there in his face, staying on him. Started a little too much going downhill, and Jeff Hayes is going to take a timeout.
Hayes wants to talk it over with 4:43 to go. Hellgate up by 2. Take another look at the travel called on Top with our peak performance replay. And looks like he kind of maybe slid there a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about there's been a lot of people on this court tonight. Obviously, girls game, and then now 2 halftime performances. A bunch of stuff on the floor. You got to keep your footing. It's hard. Maybe slid a little bit because of that, or just moving quick. Obviously, high-paced game right now, Zach.
47-45, the Knights in front. Big Sky trying to get the win. I mean, they gave him everything they had last year, a game that you and I did. We got the Big Sky starting to wave here at Dahlberg Arena, usually only reserved for Washington Grizzlies Stadium.
No, they're trying to get her going. Hellgate doesn't really want to participate in the wave, it looks like. We only got the blue student section trying to be
It looks like half the student section's on the same page, half the mark.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Now the focus shifts back to the game. Quaresma, back to Reed at the top of the key. 4.5 to go. 2-point game between the Eagles and the Knights. Quaresma. Back up to Thorne. Quaresma inside. Aiden Beard. Got doubled right away. Tried to get it back out. It's going to come right over here. Heads up. That's why you keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, they almost came at you there, Zach.
We're ready to go.
Yeah, we're right here.
We keep our head on a swivel. They nearly took out one of our guys at Nonstop Local, Rory Cheevers. That could have been bad for him, but you got to put your hand out, make sure everyone's protected.
Good defense there by Hellgate, though, to force that turnover before we almost got ran into.
Head Swifts. Yes. That is just such a pretty shot. And he is up to 12 points now. A really critical 12 points for Hellgate.
And he likes that, man. He's getting excited. Yeah, Head Swift has been just so good down the stretch for this team. Really matured, and a steal.
Sant going the other way. Reed. Nice closing speed. That's at Asher top. Inside. Blocked. Head Swift. No. Rebounded McGuinn. Eagles in need of a big momentum play right now. The game's starting to slip away a little bit. A 4-point game. They've gone a couple of minutes now without a bucket. Zach Murphy can sense it, and that's why he calls a timeout with 3:26 to go.
You could tell that they need something now to get hot. Obviously, clock's not on their side with 3 minutes left. They need to string 1 or 2 plays together to tie this game or take the lead. This Hellgate team, obviously, some seniors on the squad. Jeff Hayes, a veteran coach. We'll see what Zach Murphy can draw up. A tall task to come back on the second half against a Hellgate team like this one.
This Hellgate team, they are right atop the Western AA standings, 9-2 in conference play, 12-3 overall. Big Sky in 4th, 6-5 in conference, 7-8 overall. So a big game for seeding. Big Sky kind of in the muck with Butte and Glacier for that 4th spot. The Eagles have it right now, but depending on tonight's results, could lose it.
Yeah, and games like this obviously are important for a few reasons. Going to the state tournament, it can change where your seeding is, especially for a team like Big Sky that's kind of in the muck with a few teams fighting. And that changes a lot. As we saw last year, Big Sky, not the best record in the Western AA at all, but made it out and got 3rd in the state. So a really good team. This Big Sky Eagles second half team. So games like this matter for who they're going to have to play in the state tournament and divisional tournament.
3:26 to go. The Eagles in need of a momentum shifter. Dick and Quaresma chasing each other all the way into the backcourt.
Yeah, Dick's been face guarding him all the way out there tonight.
So they get it to Thorne on the inbound, and now back to Josiah. Dick is trying to go for the steal and really put a statement on this one. Carson Tao inside, Jaden Beard waits, puts it up. Can't fall, but he'll go to the line for 2.
When I watch Aiden Beard play, he plays physical, and usually he does end up at the line. I think his first trip tonight, though, Zach, but well earned. So we see driving down low, initiating the contact. Maybe the first on Roseman.
Yeah, they get Roseman for the call. Now, there's a misnomer out there. The big men at the free throw line. It's a good idea, but 74% shooter is Beard, and he missed that one. Eat my words.
I'm relegating myself from ever talking about free throw shooters again during the game, but yeah, Beard does have a pretty good percentage overall.
Beard shooting into his own student section. That helps when you don't have so many distractions behind you. And this is a one-possession game again. Slow it down a little bit.
Getting one there was big, like you said, a one-possession game now.
The judges have just come back, it looks like, from scoring.
Yeah.
So, for what it's worth, it looks like the deliberations might be in. Sant. No, Quaresma with that huge vertical, able to come out away with the rebound. McGuinn looking for somebody. Aiden Beard with it. Dribbles, now trying to outlet it. McGuinn. Quaresma just being guarded, face guarded. He said it by Connor Dick. Beard comes up with the high screen. Quaresma with 15 to shoot. Now 10. Driving. Kicks to the corner. Thorne. Back to Quaresma. He's going to try a three and ties the game. What a shot by Josiah. And we're deadlocked at 49.
He shot that one from western Missoula, Zach. That was college range.
That one went in from Frenchtown, I think.
Clutch Quaresma. Oh.
As the Hellgate student section falls to a heap, and now back up. It's Connor Dick. Tries to put it in, but they called the foul. And wow, just when it looks like Hellgate had all the momentum, with Big Sky students on their feet, Quaresma with the clutch shot.
Now
he's up to 13 points.
A bonus now. McNulty back to the line. McNulty, his aunt is the Lady Grizz legend, Gene McNulty King.
As he makes the first.
So obviously growing up here, he's seen some high-tension games with his aunt playing for some good Lady Grizz squads. Nothing new for McNulty.
Of course, in attendance tonight, the 86% free-throw shooter passes them both. And a timeout on the floor taken by Jeff Hayes. 51-49. Hellgate takes the lead back. Two exciting, riveting, close games. And of course, Jack, a reminder, if you like what you saw tonight, 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock, Sunday morning, there's no football anymore, so you can just watch a recap of the Golden Goat. Or if you're watching on TV, you know some people that are here, they're asking you can tell them Sunday morning, 9 and 11 a.m. only on SWX. Jack, I know you'll set your alarm. You'll be up.
Yeah, I'll be up early and often for that one. You know, I'm excited for it. You see, these kids are getting into it. They're back on the Jumbotron. Let them know, and we'll see what Zach Murphy draws up in the huddle for Big Sky. Obviously, they were down 4 to a good Hellgate team, and he got them right back in it. A huge three by Quaresma. We'll see what they can do now.
I'd like to thank our entire crew while we have a second here. Again, Director Matt Corazon, replay operator Cody Snyder, graphics operator Mason Parks, scorebox operator Eric Marks, our camera operators Selby Doing, Mitch Clark, Mike Huberman, Parker Christensen, Alan Gletchner, and Bill Owens. Our producer is Dave Norman, and our executive producer Bill Heiselman. Unfortunately watching from home tonight, but we're thinking of him. And we hope to see him again soon. Of course, we'll have Bozeman Crosstown next week on SWX between the Hawks and the Gallatin Raptors, so that'll be awesome. But right now, Jack, we got to determine a winner here. 51-49, Hellgate on front.
Do not change the channel. All eyes here in Dahlberg Arena.
Quaresma, can he do it again? No, Beard with the board, stolen away by Roseman.
Now.
And then Sant will bring it up with Thorne guarding. 2-point game, chance to make it a multi-possession lead.
And just slow it down here if you're Hellgate. Wait for a good opportunity.
Sant inside, Roseman, guarded by McGuinn. Back up top to Sant. Dick with it with 10 to shoot. Dick gets the high screen from Roseman, tries to roll inside, can't get it to fall, but gets the foul call.
That's big. They haven't been big shots from the field in this last couple of minutes for Hellgate, but they've been able to get to the line and make some big free throws, and those are starting to help them pull ahead. And like you said, 2-possession lead.
Look at McGuinn for the foul. It's his second, 8th team foul on Big Sky. As Dick rather shoots into his own student section and misses the first.
Tough one, obviously.
Stay a one-possession game.
Yeah, you see. Hold on to your seat, Zach. It's getting exciting. Man, you see that big wall. And Monty just walked by me. University of Montana Grizz mascot Monty is in the building.
Had to be.
Yeah.
The officials are talking to the table, trying to figure out something here. Jeff Hayes now on the court.
Zach Murphy,
he's talking to his players as well.
Looks like Zach Murphy maybe trying to get a timeout. He's drawing up a play. Now
so the officials are coming to the table.
I was going to say they're going to go to the monitor, but they don't. We're doing high school basketball. They don't have a replay monitor. We'll see as Monty doing flips on the court, getting the crowd into it. Pretty fun to see him. He's got the pink uniform.
Where's he been?
Yeah, he showed up with a minute to go. And
fashionably late, I guess.
1:05 on the clock. Yeah, who knows where he's been.
Where's Monty been?
Yeah, they should get the trampoline out for him. Maybe do some dunks, but...
I mean,
Oh, shot clock is
what
off.
other engagement could you have? This is the best show in town tonight. This is the best show in the state.
Oh,
the reason that they're having an issue is that the basket clock on the Big Sky side of the arena is off.
It's off, completely off. The right side is, and that gives Hellgate an advantage because the only scoreboard, there's 2 scoreboards on the low side. One of them's only for fouls. So there's on the far left, Hellgate can look at it, but refs are talking like.
Of course, they got to get it fixed.
You can't leave the shot clock off right now. Like, Big Sky needs a shot clock, especially with 1 possession game. They're going to make. McGuinn just jumped up and tried to rattle it, Zach.
I mean, that's not the worst idea. Did they try unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Yeah. Unplug it and plug it back in. The shot clock guy took the day off. He's like, oh, it's Golden Goat. What? Zach, I don't know what's going on. They're looking up.
Some shrugs over on the other side, too.
Hellgate's like, we'll play with it, but yeah, they need the shot clock on. You need to be able to see the time on the clock. If you're this Big Sky team, only one on the corners and fair. I mean, Monty's doing flips. Maybe get Monty's trampoline, have him go up there. Yeah,
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, Jeff Hayes. Now, also,
of course, they'll have to fix this. You can't continue play without it.
You can, but it's. You can, but you can't. You can, but you can't. Also, that helps Hellgate, but yeah, there it is. There's the dark clock.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, they're getting loud. They're getting loud. That is the dark clock. Don't know why they're cheering a whole lot, but Connor Dick is now getting. They're free icing the kicker per se. They're letting. Connor Dick has one more free throw to go, and now he's got a long time to think about it on the bench.
Well, here's the other thing. I suppose
Big Sky out.
I suppose on the other side. I mean, you either have to turn them both off or
turn them both on. That's a good idea.
You can't have a competitive disadvantage, especially a 2-point game with 67 seconds left.
We want some parity in the arena as Monty and the Eagle on a
and now they shut the entire score display off here in the arena.
Oh, yeah, so the whole scoreboard's off.
Jack, they're taking my idea. Turn it off and then turn it back on.
They're rebooting the system here. Well, I don't know if the normal scoreboard operator is in town here because obviously this might be the high school scoreboard operators. A new system. Oh, we got one back on. Nope, still not back on. Still not back on, Zach.
Jeff Hayes talking it over with his team. As you can see, we got the score up on the main monitor here, but still trying to figure out with that basket.
That's the dark one. I wonder. I saw a flicker.
There was a flicker.
Yeah, I saw a flicker on that thing. Hold on to your seats. There it is.
Back on.
We're good to go. The crowd's loving it.
The crowd is cheering. The crowd loves it. The shot clock is back.
Let's play some basketball.
Side of Dahlberg
Time
Arena.
to go. Wow. That's energy back in the arena.
Moments, we almost had to drag another basket in.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
You keep it with your hand time over there.
I'll count him down. You're at 5 right now.
All right.
Oh, Connor Dick kind of iced him. We'll see. Big free throw, honestly. Difference between Big Sky having to maybe take a 3 or a 2.
2-point game. The Dick makes the second.
Didn't work. The unintentional icing didn't work. He's a veteran.
3-point game. Thorne on the wing. Quaresma running through Connor Dick. Carson Tow's going to try a 3 and can't get it to fall. Head Swift with the board and top will dribble out. You can't foul with only a 1-possession game, of course. Or do you?
Yeah. They're going to let him play and hope for a 3 on the other end, Zach.
18 seconds between the game and shot clocks right now.
Student sections are going ballistic.
15 to shoot. Head Swift to top. Now Sand comes back to the ball with 10. See the game and shot clock at the top of your screen. Sand to the corner. Dick, baseline with 2. 1 as the clock expires. Can't get it to fall, but he gets the foul call.
Wow. Big call at the end of the game. That's on Charisma. Dick with a chance to, in a way, ice the game.
It's tough to see. If he's able to hit one of these, as you get another look.
Charisma on the back hit.
Charisma gets him a little bit, but in a tight game like this, Dick makes the first.
Off the front of the rim.
from the Hellgate students. They go back up by 4. And Jeff Hayes is going to call a timeout.
That's basically a game winner for Hellgate if you think about it. We saw that in their last game on SWX with Hellgate. Them against Sentinel. Chloe Larson hit a buzzer-beating free throw per se, but a big free throw to go up 2 possessions. Like, Zach, what do you have to do if you're Big Sky now?
Well, I got to bring up first, you had Cardiac Chloe in the first game.
Cardiac Chloe.
How about Cardiac Connor?
Cardiac Connor. All right. Well, remember, post-game interview coming up after this. Cardiac Connor might just be sidelined with me.
I think he has to be. Our player of the game tonight, brought to you by Stockman Bank. Stockman Bank, Montana banking, pure and simple, if they can hold on.
Remember,
18.6 to go. I think you got to try to draw up a 3 for Quaresma. Dixon playing great defense, but you got to give your best player a chance.
Maybe get a
I don't
screen.
think the shot they wanted on the last possession, I don't think that's what they wanted, but you know, you live by the 3, die by the 3 by them back in this game.
Yeah. We'll see what they do. Also, hey, Golden Goat hasn't been given away yet. We'll have a trophy presentation after the conclusion of this game.
Reed, Thorne, Quaresma, Beard, and Tao. The 5 in for the Eagles. And it's all 5 starters for the Knights. Stan, Top, Dick, Grossman, and Headswift. Dick will have one more. Like we mentioned, 72% shooter from the line this year. As Dick puts it in. 5-point game with 18.6 to go. The Eagles are going to have to hurry as Top with a take foul. They only have 2 team fouls for the entire half.
Yeah, they can foul quite a bit. Honestly,
really shorten this game.
Yeah, it might be a veteran move there by Jeff Hayes. Just foul the guys quickly. If you're Big Sky, maybe try to get it as shooting foul if they're going to foul you.
And I think you got to try to get it to Quaresma and do exactly that.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, McGuinn throws it. Reed comes up with it. Gets it to the corner. Tao blocked by Top. And they'll say it stays with Big Sky. 11.4 to go.
Wow. Hellgate trying to foul. That's a lot of time off the clock. Turning a tackle football there for a little bit. As we see a tip ball. Lands out of bounds there. Good call by the ref, but only 11 seconds. Big Sky's got to put one up here, Zach.
Shot clock is off.
Yeah.
Hellgate students chanting, we want Gertie. Reed trying to get it in. Gets it to Quaresma. Gets it back up top. McGuinn, a long 3. Underneath Reed. Puts it in for 2. And it's a 3-point game.
Big Sky taking a timeout. Well, Hellgate's got to get the ball in bounds, which we've seen games where that's been an issue. But Jeff Hayes got to drop a play to get the ball in bounds. Here's the replay. What a play by Isaiah Reed. Under the basket. Hit the footback. Not the tallest guy. Huge rebound, but
all 5'5" of this frame, and he went right up for that thing when he absolutely had to.
Clock's not going to roll here on the inbound, obviously. Oh, they put up 6 seconds on the clock, gave him 0.2 seconds.
They'll call it 6.1.
We'll see. I think the inbounder might be able to run the baseline, so we'll see. Jeff Hayes pulls up a play. Sometimes teams do a play.
A lot of people on the baseline.
Yeah,
these baselines aren't as big as
we got some photographers. We got SWX camera guy. We got
the Big Sky cheerleaders.
We got a baker's dozen of cheerleaders down there. So it could get a little fun if they try to run the baseline up. Maybe have those Big Sky players play some extra defense. Get a few more men on the floor. So we'll see what Zach Murphy's got his crew doing on defense. Obviously, you just got to deny the inbound. We'll see Jeff Hayes, the seasoned coach. Something tells me he's got to play ready for a moment like this.
And a reminder, don't change the channel when the game ends. We still have the trophy to give out. We got to find out who is the 2023 Golden Goat champion, Hellgate or Big Sky. And that does not depend on the results of this game. As we've talked about the scoring format, Zach Murphy draws up a play, 6.1 to go, Top will inbounds right in front of the Hellgate student, right in front of the Big Sky student section, I beg your pardon. Top inbounds it, Sant is fouled. And the 87% free throw shooter goes to the line.
Quick foul there. 5 seconds left. And if you're Sant, just got to put one of these in. Ice the game.
So Sant.
Sant at the line. He's second in the state in free throw percentage, Zach.
There aren't many better, but there haven't been many bigger for Easton Sant to put up, the sophomore. And he misses the first.
Well, Zach, Big Sky, they get a rebound here. Game's not over.
5.2 to go. 3-point game. Change out some of their inbounders. Sant puts in the second one. A huge free throw for the Knights. And that gets into a 4-point lead with 5.2 to go and a timeout by Zach Murphy and Big Sky.
Hellgate student section loves that one. They know that's about the icing on the cake there. 5 seconds left. Hellgate's going to try and foul. Only 3 fouls on them, no bonus. Maybe if you're Big Sky, a 4-point play, right? Get a foul on a 3-pointer, that's, I guess, what you're looking for. Initiate contact and make the 3.
And I think in this case, going back to Josiah, trying to get him to lean into Connor Dick, throw one up. I mean, I've seen him hit some pretty crazy shots.
Yeah, he had a contact 3 earlier in this game. Yeah, we saw Connor Dick get on the trailing shooting foul. They rung up charisma with that one, so maybe a little payback there. We'll see what they do. Zach Murphy, I'm not sure if he came in this game expecting to have so many big huddles and big moments inside. Yeah.
And you got to give a lot of credit to Hellgate with the free throws. They're shooting 73% as a team.
Yeah.
Second only to Billy Senior in the entire AA.
And Charisma's going to inbound it. Reed and Thorne are on either baseline, and Hellgate's staying way back here, so maybe don't want to get a foul. Charisma has to send it deep to McGuinn.
Quaresma gets it to McGuinn. Quaresma will put it up, and it misses. That's going to be the end of the game. Hellgate wins the boys' game 55-51. What a game. What a set of games we've had tonight. As Connor Dick is your Stockman Bank player of the game. Stockman Bank, Montana banking pure and simple. And Hellgate boys team going into the student section. They are loving it. What a performance by Hellgate. The girls lose a heartbreaker in game 1, but Connor Dick, maybe a career night for him. We'll have to add up the points, but he was sensational from the free throw line in all facets of the game. Defensively, locking down Quaresma. Connor Dick, our Stockman Bank player of the game. A tremendous night. I got him down for, I believe, 25 points on my end. And of course, Jack Marshall will be catching up with Dick shortly after a tremendous performance. The Hellgate Knights scored 55 points. And Dick responsible for a big chunk of them as he gets the big win. Hellgate improves to 13-3 overall and 10-2 in Western AA play this year, while the Eagles dropped to 7-9 overall and 6-6. Exciting game. This is unbelievable to watch these two schools battle it out. As now the student sections come down on the court. And let's go to Jack Marshall, who's standing by with Connor Dick. Jack?
All right, I'm down here with Connor Dick. Connor, what was it like for the week of preparation coming into this game?
Oh, we knew it was a big game. I mean, we respect the hell out of these Big Sky guys. And our students here supporting us. It was a lot of work in this weekend, but it paid off.
And at the free throw line, clutch free throws, what went through your head?
God, man, I just had to stay focused. I mean, I've shot that shot 1,000 times by myself. I blocked everyone else and I hit them.
And who's getting the GOAT?
I hope we better be. I mean, look at these students. I'm getting in there.
Back to you, Zach.
All right, thank you so much, Jack. As we're about to award the Golden Goat, got to go to our Master of Ceremonies, RMC Ben Weinman, and see who our winner is in 2023.
This is the highest Golden Goat that has ever happened for you. The only points that separates these two teams are their judges. 2 points. To 534, the winner of the 2023
you have it, Hellgate, your winners as they mob Ben Weinman and Gertie the Golden Goat. Wow, Big Sky gave it everything they had. They had incredible performances. But Hellgate, your Golden Goat champions, they retain Gertie and bring her back to Hellgate High School for the 4th time. The Knights, they get it done. Absolutely chaotic scene on the court. Jack Marshall back with me now. Jack, Hellgate by 2 points. Wow. Hellgate by 2 points, 566 to 564. They win the boys game, and the closest judges determination we've ever had. They retained Gertie.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. And I was standing down there. We got surrounded by the Hellgate students, and you could tell they had the energy in there. I think Hellgate deserved to win this one. Super fun to see them retain the GOAT. And yeah, still going to be Hellgate's trophy, Zach. But all credit to Big Sky for coming in here, winning the girls' game. We've never seen a Hellgate team lose in the Golden Goat, let alone just such high intensity. Super fun to watch.
An amazing night. It felt like Big Sky had all the momentum earlier tonight, but Gertie goes back to Hellgate, and the students get to celebrate. Jazz, just your final thoughts here from an unbelievable night at Dahlberg Arena.
Yeah, Zach, always a pleasure. Such a fun game. High intensity in both games. They came down to the wire, but at the end of the day, the Knights are taking the GOAT a couple blocks down and keeping it at home at Hellgate High School.
Big Sky takes the girls' game, but Hellgate takes the boys' game, and Gertie goes back for the 4th time to Hellgate High School. We'll see what happens and see if we can top it next year. On behalf of our entire crew in Missoula, my broadcast partner Jack Marshall, I'm Zach Kaplan saying good night from Missoula. The GOAT goes back to Hellgate.
Family